Hello, everyone. A little late. Only 30 minutes. It's not that bad because when you deal with a fucking prima donna drama queen, this is what you have to deal with. Now I understand when people always talk shit.
It was worth the wait, you bitch.
It was worth the wait.
I'm Mariah Carey. I will show up 2 hours late for a concert, but it'll be worth it. Okay, that was a bad example. My bad.
Okay, if you say so.
Hi, Joe.
Hello.
How are you?
Things are good. Things are very good. Well, my channel's still here and your channel's still here, so that's a positive.
For now.
For now.
I do want to applaud you for the joke that you played today. That was hands down amazing. It was amazing.
I thought it was fun because you know what? People take things too seriously. Like, it is serious.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
The channels got shut down, but like everyone's like, up in arms, like, nuclear bombs are being thrown. Like, calm down. It's not that serious. They'll figure it out. Hopefully they will. Let's have some fun with
it. Life, people, I'm on board. I think it's pretty clear that I don't take life too seriously, and that was great. It did no harm to their channel or their issues. It's not a time for mourning or like, nobody can make a joke or whatever. No, fuck that. I will make jokes whenever, wherever. Laughter's the best medicine, and that had me rolling.
Yeah.
Well played.
And thank you. Best live ever.
Yeah, I'm actually astonished at that. You should have, because I was watching you live, and I was in the middle of texting Brent or whatever when that happened. I was like, oh my God. I was like, Brent, get over it. It's like, no, he's gone too. I was freaking out. I really, like, you got me. I didn't even know you could do that, by the way, whatever the hell you did.
You really thought that my channel got shut down?
I thought it was, yes, I thought the big brother was looking, yes. Like, I was scared.
Oh, well, the chat seemed scared too as I was watching. I was really thoroughly enjoying that.
God, the fucking chats that went up during that. I mean, you couldn't read a single one. They just, bam. Like I said, I don't know where you picked that up at, but that was brilliant.
Yeah, well,
I wish I had done it.
I'm very artistic, that's for sure.
You are very creative. Joe and I have a lot of things in common, which I have learned over the last month or so, and being only childs and stuff like that, and misunderstood. I think we have a lot in common.
And slightly crazy.
More than I want to admit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You crazy bitch.
So tell me, how did you feel about your Lifetime Achievement Award?
I felt it was well deserved. What else? I'll be honest. I think you could have gone way shadier with those awards, but you did an amazing job.
Well, yeah, I wanted to, but I just felt like, I need to hear people and I need to bring people together.
I bet you do feel that that's true to your role is. Yes, you're such a giver. You fucker. It was a great idea. You did well. You did well. I don't think that everybody deserved an award, but that's just because I'm an asshole.
Right.
And, yeah. Did you only get hate from one person though for those?
And it's
actually, like the funny
I don't think I got hate from anyone.
Oh, I thought the award for biggest mistake or whatever. She didn't like that one very well.
She did get a little.
Okay. Yeah.
Got a little upset about that, but I thought it was funny.
I think it is, and for whatever reason, she is very embarrassed about that, because I have joked about that on my channel as well, and I did not know that she was that upset about it, and it really upset her, and I felt really bad. But I think we learn to laugh at life's mistakes and the things that happen in life, and everything's good, right?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck you. Like you coming on my live streams and everything, I really appreciate you, because you throw shade. Like, to me, throwing shade is a form of communication. It's not something to be offended about. Like the comment you made about me breastfeeding that kid or whatever, gold. I mean, I laughed out loud, and it's just
People are too
when
sensitive.
somebody can,
People are too sensitive.
yeah, when somebody can make those comments to you, such as the comments that I make to Brent, it shows that a certain understanding or a certain comfortableness with that other person, and it's nothing but positive communication, you know. And so so I apologize. I know that you in the past you've said some shady things in my chat, and other people have, you know, protected me, but
they don't get it. They don't get it.
They don't get it. Unfortunately, they don't. And but I
and
try to
that's
keep
why,
them
like,
down.
I feel like with like my chats, like I feel like, you know, I really don't need wrenches, because if I can, like, if I'm at home doing a live stream, I could watch the chat myself while I'm talking to you and see what's going on, and I could just take care of it myself. Like, nothing's that serious that someone is going to say that really needs to get blocked, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You get a lot of idiots. Like you had an idiot today, which I never saw, but sounds like she was real stupid. Renee.
Yeah, but
I don't know. But everybody was like, "Girl, chill out." So
they don't really bother me, and it gives them life, and it keeps them coming back.
I am not quite the Mother Teresa that you are, but I enjoy the shade. I do that. Like it keeps me laughing. You've made me laugh many times, and I appreciate that.
Well, thank you. That's what I'm here to do. I'm just your friendly, your friendly slot channel, trying to help everyone out along the way. I just want to bring world peace. That's it. So
yes.
So there.
Yes.
So,
when you go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when you first started, like I don't think this is like necessarily a newer thing for you, but maybe 5 or 6 months ago when I caught one of your live streams or whatever, and you were, you know, basically doing this thing of calling out the drama and everything, and you were saying, you know, use the drama, you're the drama. Like I definitely think you're onto something. I think it's you've captured something that people are interested in, and I think it's interesting.
Well, people, you know, they like slots, but it gets, in my opinion, I think they get boring because there's so much out there, and you know, people like to look into the slot people, what drama is going on, and there's a lot.
I do not argue with your hypothesis, sir.
There's quite a lot of drama that goes on. Most of it.
No, there really is. There really is, and maybe we'll spill some tonight. But
most of it goes on behind the scenes. But that's, you know, I feel like if I could bring some of it to light, sure, why not?
We have a lot more invested in this, and so therefore, you know, to other people, this is just a side thing for them or whatever. But this is a lot more to us, and I've been kind of glued to the computer all day, checking on things, like seeing what, you know, because I guess we still don't really know what's going on. There's been some sort of algorithm change or something that is kind of suppressing slot channels, it seems. Do we know more about that?
Yeah, I mean, there's clearly 100% there's something going on with YouTube and slot channels, which is what I said to you, that I feel that maybe there is something with these shutdowns more than what I think or what you think, or I don't know.
Is there anything we can do about it at this point?
No, really. There's nothing. You just sit there and wait for your channel to get shut down, I guess, really.
You want to pull the prank right now?
No, I'm just saying it's true. It's true.
It is true.
You're putting your videos on the platform, and they have the cards in their hand.
Totally. I saw some people in your chats earlier, saying that YouTube's not really a monopoly or whatever, but I definitely think YouTube has a monopolistic grasp on this service. Facebook videos not running up yet, or I think Amazon maybe a little bit, but like there's really no competitor for YouTube, or real competitor.
Yes, Slotty Barista sent a super chat. She said quarters for your Wi-Fi.
That bitch.
But it's good now. It's good now. Hopefully it cooperates.
I told him I wanted to shut it down, but he wasn't. He was so thirsty to get to rip into it, people. So
restarting your computer is not going to fix your Wi-Fi issue or your bandwidth issue. You just need to up your.
It's on your end.
No, I have good internet.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. I could afford good internet. I don't need to wait for the 20th of the month to pay my fucking bills.
Shady bitch. So I what?
You love that comment, by the way.
I do. It's part of your brand. It's part
fucking
of shit
true.
show.
It's fucking true. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's true for all the slot channels.
It is. It's only true until the 20th comes, and I'm going to the casino. I'm like, oh, Joe's theory's right.
There's a few people out there that cannot go live until they get paid. That's all I'm saying.
I hate though that I feel like we can't joke about those things. Or like I make the joke that I went to the bathroom and gave hand jobs, to get another $100 for slots or whatever, just because it's funny, but it's not true. But then they also think that Nate and I are getting married and registered at fucking Sears, and so it's just like I've lost my faith in humanity already, I guess. But I always worry about those things because there's so many people that take them for fact, and it makes me a little disappointed in my fellow man.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, is that people, there's the people that just come for the slot videos and they come for nothing else, so they don't get the comedy in it all and the jokes. And then there's people in my chat that like I'm hilarious, that if they came on a live stream, they would probably be funnier than you and I. Like the chat sometimes is hilarious.
I agree. I agree. I am surprised at how many times I actually go back and watch live streams just so I can read the chat. Like, I'm surprised that YouTube didn't have that feature in until like 6 months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
That's totally a draw, and I'm glad they got that instituted.
So that was really
what?
I said that was really good.
Mm-hmm. So what else you got? Got some dirt?
I mean, I don't, well, excuse me. There are things, like I said, which is completely true. There are things that I know about already that I just don't put out there yet. But
because you don't have the receipts.
Right, exactly.
Gotcha.
Because here's the thing. If I'm going to do this, I got to do it right. And I have to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I have to make sure like all my shit is wired-tight.
Right, because you don't want to be called out, for being wrong. We like being right. We're all, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if I put something out there that's not true or whatever, then it kills your credibility.
She loses all credibility. Yeah, Brent doesn't understand that. That's why he always has to say to me that I was right, and says my favorite phrase is because, Brent, I don't take a side of a situation until I research it and hear both sides and come to a conclusion. People are so quick to jump to a narrative, before we even know like what's come down from YouTube or whatever. And theories have changed throughout the day and everything. I like your theory, the theory of the link thing. I would have never thought that to be something to sink a ship like that, though. I'm it's crazy
because I saw the links from all these streamers that gamble from home, and they're all saying that they all got shut down, and I'm like, where's the common denominator here? And
right.
all their things say scam and spam and stuff, and then I read it and I'm like, external traffic, of course, because they're telling people go download this program to gamble, and here's my affiliate code. I was like, it makes sense.
It does. So to be honest with you, I don't even think that I would have known about that rule. So I guess, yeah, I don't think I have anything to worry about either, because I've never worked with a.
Well, listen, and that's what I told people. I told people, listen, I could be completely wrong, but here's my theory, because I don't think that it's a slot video thing, because if it was, I feel like we would have all been gone by now.
Correct. or like just waiting or impending, demise as each one goes down the line.
Well, listen, if
That'd be
another
kind of
one
miserable.
goes down, depending on, if they do, because like I said, there are other channels that still do like external links, which I'm sticking to my theory. If a channel,
Maybe they got approved. Maybe that.
no, but what I'm
I
saying is that there's a channel like that never posts links or anything, and then they get shut down, and they've never live streamed before, then clearly it's something else, and then there's an issue. But until that happens, I'm sticking with what I think.
I'm with your theory as well, sir. Um, I also got by somebody in your chat saying that Diana's channel was just shut down. Not gonna lie, that person tricked me. I was like, oh no.
I went and looked on my live stream while I was live.
I noticed that. I noticed that because I was doing it at the same time. I was like, okay, Diana's still here, but I will get whoever did that, well played.
And then how about this? As soon as I finished my live stream, someone sent me a message through my Facebook page, and they're like, I can't find your live stream. Is your channel gone? And then I had to go look to see if my own channel was gone.
People are assholes. I love it. I mean, I'm glad that we can laugh about that because it is fun. You've got to be able to laugh about it. But society is very uptight these days, and
yeah,
I appreciate your approach.
D-Car said, both your channels are the best. I have been subscribed to both of you since the beginning. Love your honesty. Love the honesty.
He said that mine's better, though. That's what he's saying.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I do. I have been promoted today. I don't know if I have 2 ranks.
You did. So what are you now, like the 8th slot channel?
Fuck you. But let's talk about that. The way you rank slot channels is not by subscribers. There are so many factors that go into views, etc. So, yes, subscribers is one of them. Growth, things like that. If you want to rank slot channels, go by SB or the Social Blade rank, and rank them that way. I think I'd probably be 5 or something.
Oh,
do you not? Oh, you'd probably move up in ranks. I don't know, but seriously, like it's so ignorant just to look at people by subscribers, especially when subscribers can be purchased. Not a correct way to look at.
I always felt like your subscriber count doesn't matter because the view is what matters. Because let's be honest,
okay.
I'll say 80% to maybe even 90% of the slot channels are here for money, to make money off of posting their videos. So at the end of the day,
I would say it's less than that. I think they're in for fame and other stupid shit.
Okay, so fine, I'll go 70%.
Sure, I'll accept your negotiation.
So at the end of the day, for those people that are here to make dollars, whether it be to supplement their losses from gambling or to make a business out of it, the views is what matter, not your subscriber count.
I would accept your argument, and that's why I'm saying that this is factored into that. And so you'd want to look at this, but I think that there is so many things that go into it as a whole, and the Social Blade rank is the thing that you can compare apples to apples with. Okay.
And Slotty Barista said she loved Joe, but SD rules.
She's right.
Yeah.
So if you a good way to look at actually Social Blade rank is Albert's slot channel. I think he's a generous giver of the community, and has. Oh fuck! I typed in the wrong user thing, and it was the Social Blade rankings were all blank, and I was like, oh god, he's gone too.
Okay, but his Social Blade rank is 106,000.
Okay, that's for every channel on YouTube. So then you go to his featured box, on the middle of there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And whoever is number 1 on that, probably the big payback, I would think.
Well, BC is still listed as first.
Oh, gotcha. So we would take off the the ones that aren't there. I guess going to be taken off when they update it tomorrow, I assume.
But I come in 11th.
Yes. How do you feel about that?
Oh my god! I didn't even know that. I feel honored.
Blue Heart's beating you though.
Mm-hmm.
You will notice, though, she conveniently left me off of her ranking, so you'd want to put me in there wherever my number falls in. But
wait, I don't even see you on the list.
I know Albert doesn't like me. So
why does that happen? I guess you'll have to tell me about this. I never even knew about this.
People have issues. It is what it is. I don't know. So BC's there. So it's Big Payback, aka Fuji, which I was surprised to
Steph,
see
you don't have
them.
to block that stuff. See, someone said Sdguy, you can still get braces to close those gaps. It's not too.
I have a thing for that, but I like my Madonna gap. Brent got his fix, so one of us has to have it. It's cute, the things that people say to try to get into your skin or whatever. It's just I don't know. Growing up gay in the Midwest, it's like,
There's
dude,
nothing that anyone on here can say to me because for the most part, like I don't know anybody in the chat. Like I don't know them personally, so it's a stranger telling me that.
I agree. We're on board 100%, dude. Some of the stupid shit they were saying to you earlier. I mean, it's just so much more about them than it does about yourself. So it's just it doesn't bother me. Well played though, sir. At least it was somewhat decent.
I liked it. I didn't even notice you had a gap in your teeth, so good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say that a gap in your teeth is for dick sucking, but that's none of my business.
I think that's all your business. I feel like you're the CEO of that enterprise.
No idea what you're talking about.
So yeah, so that is an apples to apples comparison. You watched the AK Fuji slot videos, right?
Yeah, she got best closed captioning.
Yes, she did. But she's doing like a lot of like 3 reels and stuff, right?
Yeah, she does. Her and Carrie do a lot of.
Right? Is Curry on that list?
Carrie?
Yeah.
Carrie or Curry?
Oh, okay. All right, okay. She's down at 12. Oh, you are topping Curry. So that's my approach to understanding the rankings. You know, if your subscribers
When I go to mine and I go to feature box, I have nothing
because you don't have any. That is the channels that is in your recommended section on the right side of your homepage on YouTube.
So is that a problem?
If you want to promote other channels that you look up to.
No, I hate everyone.
I was gonna say like myself, but you know.
Well, you have people there.
I do. I have channels that I feel are worthy of those spots. I'm sure you don't agree with all of them, but that's fine.
No, I don't even care about that. I was just like, you have like inactive slot channels on there, though.
Well, I didn't have quite the memorandum that you did on your thing, but who's not active on there?
Galloway.
Really? They still upload, don't they?
I don't know. I don't even know.
I feel like the one guy yeah, they still upload. You leave them alone. I love Galloway. They're great.
No, me?
He just got like a nice Handpay on something decent recently, I thought. He's still relevant, isn't he?
I mean, I subscribe to him, but I haven't seen anything in a long time. And then you have D Vandentop.
Yeah, she's just there for sympathy. He supports the JFK, so I need to sit down with that one and have a little discussion first. But
okay, so
he means well.
So the featured box is who you list as your recommended channels.
The featured box is your recommended channels, and they will show up there on Social Blade. If you want to, keep yourself want to know how your competition's doing or whatever, yeah, you can put them in there and you can easily reference it with that. But I say just go to Albert's page because that's where you can easily reference everybody except me.
But Albert has most of the slot channels. Is that why you use him?
Correct. All of them but me. So I can just look at my thing and I can look at that and I can know exactly where things are standing.
Why does he hate you?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm a little abrasive at first. I mean,
have you ever met him?
Very briefly. He clearly probably I heard him beyond belief in the past with a comment or something. I don't know. He doesn't quite do the shade and things like that. And I know Brent has heard him in the past by just saying something that Brent thought was a joke and he did not take very well. And so I'm assuming that that's what happened. And
he does the shade.
Well, then he can dish it but can't take it. Then how about that?
Possible.
So I have no idea. Maybe he just forgot about me. I don't know. Okay. Not memorable. I wasn't relevant,
Well, I say fuck them if they can't take a joke.
I also say such things. Yes. I mean, I don't have to. I mean, I guess you saw the video today with the short 3 seconds of your boyfriend at the beginning. You know, not making a political statement or anything at all, like not even close. It was fucking funny, and the amount of people that took to either one side or the other side of what my political affiliations were, just batshit nuts.
I knew that was gonna blow up in your fucking. As soon as I saw
If you think that blew up my face, you are wrong as hell. That was an amazing move, and I'm gonna do it again.
well, of course, riding Trump's coattail like everyone else.
Fuck you.
John and Diane sent a super chat and said, who do you think is next to be shut down? Well, hopefully no one. Seriously.
I would think if that they would have done a sweep of all the channels at one time. So I guess I kind of feel good about not being shut down, that I don't think my time is coming. Do you know, did the first two, did they get shut down like at the same time?
No.
How far apart?
Like within 24 hours of each other.
Oh, so that's kind of like a decent. So we're due for another one. This is like every midnight, one channel goes, another one.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And my face is not. My face is red because I'm watching a fucking person that has red fucking walls.
Oh.
Because they keep saying in the chat, my face is red. My face is red because you have red fucking walls.
Okay.
But since he didn't want to answer the question, I will answer the question on.
Well, I haven't watched the chat. I'm trying to actually like concentrate and pull it up at the same time while like listening to you. So
like I said, I hope that no channels do get shut down next. But if one is next, I'll make Sdguy feel uncomfortable, and I will say that I hope Lying Traveler gets shut down next.
Why? Because you think I'm going to either like have to take a side on that? No,
I'm not. I never asked anyone to take a side. Just want to make someone asked the question. I'm putting it out there.
Fair enough. I like Slot Traveler. I think he has a good channel, and I enjoy his company. I understand that you guys have a falling out in the past. You are very hurt by it. That's very clear. And I don't know all the facts on each side, so I'm just not going to take a stance. But there.
Okay. And Salati Barista says, please let Coke Lines be next. So she has her pick.
Leave him alone too. God damn. I also like the God, fuck you. I think he's got something going for him there as well. And again, I understand that the whole thing there you were hurt with, and I wish you peace. How about
Sounds good. We can move on. We don't need.
All right.
We don't need to stay on that topic. Okay, but I do have a question. We could talk about slots, but this is where people get bored because they like.
So the juicy shit, and they're like, oh, fuck this.
Do you love Eureka?
I do actually, and that was on my list of things to talk to you about tonight because you've gotten a full screen of it twice, right?
Actually, 3 times I've gotten a full screen.
I read my mind. Why are we bonding over the Eureka so well? What's going on there?
I love that game, but the pays are terrible. But I know what I'm getting myself into. I don't
know that I think the pays are terrible either, though. I think it's
no. The game is bonus or nothing. Like it's like Lightning Link. It's the same thing. It's bonus or nothing.
Oh, you mean no base hit? There's no real wins in the base game, and I agree with you there. I guess. I mean, it's possible, but it's just.
If you were playing that game at $25 a spin, you cannot get a Handpay on that machine from a line hit outside of the bonus.
You're joking. Why? Because can you get the last 4 reels wild in that? And with Santa Claus out front at $25 a spin, that's not a Handpay. You better be joking.
No, I'm serious.
I think you're full of shit.
Check
the page. Actually.
Check the page.
I am going to now, and I will succumb to your credibility should you prove to be right.
Who's the #1 slot channel now? I don't want to talk about it.
The Big Payback. End of story.
Yeah. Okay.
No argument. There's no argument with it. The Big Payback is. Congratulations, sir. Well deserved. I actually think that too.
There you go. The Big Payback.
I saw an article of the Big Payback. It was some musician or rock star or something, some person who doesn't even play slots, okay, that was interviewed about the 5 YouTube channels that he watches, and The Big Payback was one of his this guy's channels that he watches, and it was the most bizarre like reasoning and everything. I was fascinated by it because I had never thought of that. But he like his soothing voice or something was like this guy was drawn to the gameplay and the voice, and it was interesting. It was really, really interesting. I don't know who the guy was, but you also don't know who George Boy George is either. So, or Freddie Mercury. So, I'm sure you don't know.
I'm just a baby. But anyway, speaking about
You're older than me. Are you older than me?
I'm 29.
Just joking.
Speaking of The Big Payback, I find it very interesting. I'm not throwing shade towards him whatsoever, but I find it very interesting how everyone wanted to see what the fucking Penny guy looked like, and no one cares what The Big Payback looks like.
You're kind of right on that, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't think because he doesn't talk about it. So no, it's not in people's heads. Now that I said it, it'll probably go in people's heads. I told you I'm a fucking genius.
I will give you credit on that. I do think that you take a bit to get to understand. It takes a
psychopath.
Well, you may be that. I keep my distance. But I do think you're definitely misunderstood, and that might be one of your defenses that you put up, and it is what it is, and I'm just
whatever
here to help break down that wall.
Back to Eureka. Okay, so listen. So if you get 10 line on the top or the bottom, you have a shot at the major. The only way to get the grand, you need to fill up the host screen.
Right, I did see that in the pay table. Tell me again how you get the major. You have to have a 2x5.
2x5.
So if you get a 3x4, the major is not eligible. Because that's technically bigger.
3x4 is no. So you can get it that way as well.
Okay, all right. That I would have been angry about that for gameplay purposes, but no.
Right,
that makes
3x4 is 12 and 5x2 is 10. So yes, you can get
your math skills are good.
On fleek.
I don't know what it is about that game design, because the other Locket Link designs are dog shit. They make no sense why they have to line up in a line or whatever. It's fucking stupid.
Alicia,
but for whatever reason.
Alicia, go fuck yourself. Do not talk about the Dynamite game, Alicia. Don't get me fucking started on dancing.
I thought Alicia was going nuts again or whatever. Someone, said something like minor, and then they just went at it. Because I was in your chat that one time when that happened. I was like, oh, she's feisty.
This is how you get her. When I told her she better learn how to speak to a lady.
I do not recall what it was, but all I know is she went off, and then somebody else went off, and it's just like the chat room just like blew up, it imploded on one another. It was crazy.
It was a good time. Okay. So
yeah, for sure.
We're getting sidetracked again. So the major could be in 5x2 or 4x3. Yes. But you need a full screen for the brand. Now,
yes, and I've got within one space, which
I played it. It went major, minor, mini, and those were the only 3 things spinning. There was no credits in there.
Are you guys loving how you already know this is going to end? Go ahead, sir.
No, I got the minor. I got the minor.
Damn it.
But I've never seen it without credits.
I've never seen that either. So you're saying that like the entire thing was gems, not golden nuggets or chicken nuggets or whatever.
Yeah, well, I don't call them that, but yeah.
I know you don't, because you don't have quite the isms that Sdguy does, but that's fine.
Yeah,
you're a little bit boring. You're a little bit basic.
I'm not going to steal it. I'm not Brent. I don't want to steal.
Yeah, I was giving you that softball. I was hoping you get that one.
I come up with my own stuff.
Fair enough. Brent, we love you. I know he's watching right now.
So you need you've never gotten a full screen yet.
No, I've gotten one
Okay,
space
so when you
away
get the
from.
full screen, as soon as you hit the play button and it starts to spin, the first thing it will show you is the grant. That's the
Of course it will.
right.
Of course it will. No
And
matter if you're betting 50 cents or $25.
and then it starts spinning, and then it's kind of like Lightning Link in the sense that with that last bowl, sometimes it will spin in there, and sometimes it won't spin in that last spot.
Yep.
So
Yep, I figure.
sometimes you'll see the grand pass by again, and sometimes you'll never see it again.
Right. Depending on how much you bet, I suppose they place it in there so many times to make it weighted evenly.
Right, exactly. But I love that. I love that game. The free games is not that great. I think the whole game is based on the dynamite.
But you're into that banjo though, right? It's hot as fuck.
Yeah, that game is. First of all, I don't think they should have called it Lock It Link because it is not Lock It Link.
It isn't. Do you know that that game is a second version of a prior game though? Like that's it. Because so it probably was installed next to Bats, Cats, Scrap, and Shat. You know that game.
That game is
It's
good.
hats, cats, and more bats. And I was like, why more bats? Like that's so dumb. Well, there's a first game of that as well, which is hats, cats, and bats. And so that they put more bats in there just because they're so creative. and that's like the second version of it.
What pisses me off about cats, bats, and bullshit is that when you fill up the screen, you pick a box rather than your whole board getting multiplied by 2. So you're usually getting fucked with that pick.
I applaud any picking. I say you're you're a different player than I am, for one thing. I think we can agree on that. That you like the Buffalo Gold, where I think it's.
I don't like
not for
Buffalo
me.
Gold.
Oh, you like? Okay, sure. You sure? I think you like Buffalo Gold.
I like Wonder 4, Wonder Wheel Buffalo Gold because that has potential. But regular Buffalo Gold, I'm done with it.
Enough said, I guess. Point proven. I like the picking for one. I think that that is so much better than just multiplying the board times 2 because again, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. But the Wild doesn't have a multiplier on it when it is a multiplier. Like it's so half-assed. I don't know. It doesn't communicate to the player what's going on. And it irritates me to high hell. I can't deal with it.
With what game?
Bats, hats, and crap or whatever. The haunted house is a 2 times multiplier.
It is.
You didn't even know that, did you?
Wait, I'm confused.
The Wild in Bats, Hats, Scat, and Crap is a 2x Wild. It doesn't say 2x, but it is.
In the bonus or outside or both?
Well, outside it is, and then in the bonus, what determines the multiplier is how many houses you get. Again, something that's not communicated to you, the player. Yeah, I think it starts at 3, and then for every house you land, that the multiplier goes up by 1. By the way, I'm giving Brent credit for reading the pay table here because good and goddamn well it wasn't me.
She's here, by the way.
Okay. Oh, she's already taking credit for it in the chat. Fucking asshole. I have a problem with things like that are so, I think, critical to gameplay that aren't communicated. It's like it's almost like it was done on purpose because it's just that bad of a fuck up. But I see no reason why to not communicate that to the player.
Thank you for the super chat, Edna. Correct, even if the Wilds aren't involved in the pay. Interesting.
You didn't know that? Mm-hmm.
No.
Did you watch my Eureka real blast today? She was real fancy.
I did. But it's not fun until you fill the screen up. That shit is exciting.
You know what's on my bucket list though, so it's going to happen.
Only because okay, so I was playing it. Well, I will see 2 things. One, I do like Lightning Link, and I will play Lightning Link and Dragon Link, but I prefer to play it on 2 cents because I don't want to lose those 25 lines.
Okay, you've got so versus what? I guess I'm not that familiar with the Lightning Link.
Well, when you play Lightning Link on 1 cent or 2 cent, it's a 50-line game. When you play it on 5 cents and 10 cents, it goes down to 25 lines.
We definitely need to work with you on that, to be honest with you. I know you're definitely afraid of it, because I actually tried to talk Easy into playing one line on his locals $5 Black Knight, and he can't do it. Can't do it. You will become a believer if you force yourself to try it. I have converted many a folk. I honestly am kind of surprised about myself. I thought that I was going to be raked over the coals based on past experience of uploading videos of less lines. They were not having it. But the higher the denomination that you play, the better your payback is. And I think you are so foolish to be playing 2 cents instead of 5 cents when you can be upgrading your pay table. Like, I just...
Okay, but here's the thing, and I never looked because I never cared. So I like to play Lightning Link at $5 a spin. So let's say I'm going to play 2-cent version, 250 credits. That's $5 a spin. And then if I went to dimes at $5 a spin, aren't those lines paying the same thing? I never looked at the pay table, so I don't know. I don't know if anyone knows.
They should be, yes, but the machine has a different payback percentage chip for each denomination. So you're actually going to...
That is not... are you 100% sure about that?
I am not 100% sure because I did not design the game, but I am sure. I am sure enough to take a stance, and but I'm willing to find you the receipts if it will make you
denominational. 3 real machines have 1 payback percentage for all denominations.
I'm not aware of that being true. I mean, for example, if you look at Payline's machines, they're actual casino machines, and they do have different payback percentage meters that you can set for each denomination.
And by the way, Brent wants to be noticed. He said, disappointed you didn't throw more shade at me during the slotties, bitch. Well, maybe
we can make up for it now, you piece of shit.
We'll get there. So anyway, let me finish my statement. So
all right.
Anyway, I will only play Lightning Link at 1 cent or 2 cents. Sometimes I'll go to 5 cents and 10 cents, but usually I like the 2 cent. But on Locket Link, and I'm saying Locket Link meaning Eureka, I will play that at 10 cents because you do not lose lines on that game.
Okay. So you make very... I would want to know what is your OCD-ish or whatever it is that you have to play all the lines. I mean, Brent was the same way. I'd like to get him even, and he's totally on board now. So I don't know what like it is the thinking of.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I'll say Lightning Link. With Lightning Link, because the pays are so bad, in the base game, that I think that you need those extra 25 lines to hopefully make your bet back on most of your spins.
But if you cut the, I think that flies in the face of your theory though, because if you cut the lines in half, but you still have the same, I mean, there's only so many places that they cross or whatever that I feel like every spin, again, you're still getting that same bet back that vary slightly, but I don't know how to explain this. And
I get what I know. I understand where you're going with it, but if you have 3 jacks on 25 lines, you'll make, let's say, 10 cents on the dime version. But if you're on 2 cents, you'll make 20 cents because there's more. It's hitting more lines.
Right, but you'd have to play. Okay, so I don't think that you're correct. You're not thinking of this apples to apples though. Then, so let's say, let's make this the example of a Zeus machine, okay? And let's say you have the option to play it at a dollar denomination, 20 lines, so it's $20 a spin, or hold on, I gotta think about this.
Oh God, Brent's saying we need him. We don't need him because then no one else.
Fuck you, Brent. He's so cute. He's like a dog. Oh, you're welcome to bring him in if you want to. I've got.
Listen, if he wants to come on, he can. But then that's it. It will just become the Brent show.
It is your show, so I will keep him. He's kind of fun to keep in line. It's
if he wants, Brent, if you want to come on, you're more than welcome to come on.
Come here, girl. Come here.
But like I told you in one of my comments to you, you get 2 minutes to talk, and then you get a.
Oh fuck, Brent! See how good you have it with me, this fucking bastard.
You let him.
And in all honesty, Brent may be very good at explaining this to you. I know that he does get a little carried away with the story sometimes, but I do think Brent is a very good storyteller. You just haven't gotten the right story yet.
But anyway, because I see people in the chat talking about it, and I can only speak for Atlantic City, but in Atlantic City, all multi-denomination machines are set at 1 payback percentage. So
I don't think you have the receipts to back that up.
I do have the receipts to back it up.
Prove it.
I can go on to,
and it may be that jurisdiction as well, and we can give it some credit there. But I don't. I don't believe that, especially when there's plenty of proof out there that the machines can be set.
I don't speak about stuff with slot machines unless I know it for a fact. So
I respect your I respect that a lot. Brent just talks out his ass and just hopes that he's right.
Vegas could be different, and buttfuck Idaho could be different, but I know in Atlantic City, the multi-denomination machines, it's only 1 payback percentage if it's a multi-denomination machine. Now, I will say this, and I said 3 reels. So Locket Link and Lightning Link, maybe they are, but I'm talking about old 3-reel games like multi-denomination Top Dollar.
I guess you're right. I can't speak to every machine. I think that's fair to say. There may be old regulations or whatever that they don't have the ability to make those changes. But I think more often than not, you are safe assuming that the highest payback percentage will be found under the highest denomination that you can play, and you are a much smarter player playing the higher payback, the higher denomination. That's what the whole less lines thing is all about. It's not actually about playing less lines. It's about getting yourself. I just cringe at the thought of somebody playing a penny machine at $4 max bet when they can go to a dime machine, 40 lines, play minimum bet for the same bet, and get 10% better payback. I mean, that's on a $4 bet. That's 40 cents you are throwing away each time you hit that button that you don't have to be.
I agree with that. We were also talking about Lightning Link, and I feel like when I play Lightning Link, well, not that I feel, I just see it. When I play Lightning Link on 10 cents at $5 a spin, and when I play it on 2 cents or a penny at $5 a spin, I get bigger amounts in the balls on the smaller denominations.
I disagree. I will give some sort of credit for your brain playing tricks on you. Brent and I over the years have had many arguments of did you send a link, by the way? I didn't know if I was supposed to.
He didn't answer me if he wanted to come.
Oh, okay. Anyways, like it really saddens me to think about the power of the zeros, right? When you're uploading a YouTube video, that if I get what's the word I'm looking for, like held back or whatever, or people don't look at me correctly. They think that I'm a minimum bet player when they don't look at the denomination, where I feel like I'm being a smarter player and I'm getting the best play out of this, but they would much more rather click on a video seeing all the zeros in there from the penny machine and getting excited about that than actually watching a video of something smarter. I guess I don't know. I feel that people will purposely play pennies for slot videos to just for that zero, and I find that to be nuts. But I also think that there's some merit to it. And I think the better payback percentage is a smarter way to go in the long run. I don't think the additional views that you'll get for the penny version versus the dime will make up the loss payback percentage in the end. But it's an interesting theory. So I wonder. I'm asking you, I guess, if the amounts on the balls, are you subconsciously holding the bigger numbers on the 2 cent and 1 cent because you're thinking of them as nickels to nickels instead of.
Well, like here's a perfect example. I've gotten many hand pays on 2 cents, $5 a spin, and I have none on 10 cent. $5 a spin.
You've probably played it at the lower denomination a lot more than you have at the 5 cent. I think it's your brain saying that to you, and it's not actual like numbers to number stuff.
It very well could be. I just feel like
it could be. Our brain is a pretty powerful organ, and it's amazing the things that.
But like I said, on Locket Link, because I don't lose the lines, I'm okay with the 10 cents, even though I still feel like it plays better at the lower denominations.
Okay. I feel like there would be zero reason for a casino to set a higher denomination at a lower payback percentage. In theory, I guess they probably could.
Here's the thing,
I
we don't really know if that payback percentage is different for each denomination. Do we know that?
We don't for 100%. I could look at my video and I did something kind of shady where when they were verifying the jackpot or whatever, I kind of took video and to see like coin in and stuff like that. And I actually was meaning to get with Brent on this and like backpedal to figure out the actual like payback percentage that the machine has done and stuff. I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not, but I did. So I haven't sat and looked at those stats or anything yet, but I need to.
Okay.
I think that answer may be in there, but I'll get back to you.
Well,
otherwise, I can just ask them, and I mean, we can at least verify that they have the ability to set the payback percentages different, and you're certainly not going to shoot yourself in the foot by going up to a higher denomination, but you can't, you know, there's no reason to not do it. There really isn't.
Okay. It's fair enough.
I got reasons, bitch.
You wanted to
stick with that. I see you guys got your best interests in mind. I'm
still not doing that one line on that Black Knight.
Can you do less lines on Black Knight?
I need to cover
baby steps.
I would need to cover the whole board.
Why? Do you play all the numbers when you play roulette?
I don't play roulette.
If you did, would it be smart?
I don't know. I don't table games are boring. So I don't have an answer.
Brent says we're boring. Fuck you, Brent.
Oh god. Here's Penny.
Penny in Vegas?
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Oh, come on, Penny. I specifically requested you tonight, actually.
I can't believe Brent said that we're boring. What a fucking cunt.
I'm kind of pissed off, too. Fucking asshole.
But he's saying that because he wants me to get shady. He wants me to read people for filth. Do we want to talk about
I mean, you've kind of built a brand around that, so I can't really blame him for wanting the carnage that he came for.
Do we want to talk about all the clickbaiting that he's been doing lately?
You should have seen me when I was in. I was in the line at Dairy Queen. Shocking, I know, right? I was watching your live stream. What? Are they making fun of me? Fuckers?
That's that I heard Penny Guy is reporting you guys.
Go for it.
He's like, I don't care. It's not my
he found out that we're ranking by SB number now, which doesn't put him at the top or even above me. So I would be mad too if I was him. Poor pumpkin.
And SD's like, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. It's not my fucking channel.
All right. So anyway, so because I've been you usually know what you're talking about, as I have said on my live streams before. Like you usually know your shit when it comes to some of the juicier shit that's going on here. And so I do watch your things, and you brought up the thing about clickbaiting. I'm like, who's he going for? And so you made the comments, and I don't even think Brent came to mind for that. So but I was like, is he talking about Brent? And then I look in the chat, and it was Brent. And
no, it was your fucking name in the chat.
Nope. No, it was not, sir. It was a Brent boy. And you were like, oh, looks like you guys know who you're talking about.
But
and
what? Honest to God, though, when I started to talk about it, Brent was not the person that was in my mind. Do you know who was?
You froze up for a moment. VLR is trying to cut off our conversation.
When I first brought it up, and the chat was saying Brent's name, he was not the person that was in my mind, though.
Oh, it was me?
No,
Fuck you.
It wasn't you either.
Was it the one who won the award?
Yes. Because
Yeah.
in my mind, because I'm subscribed to, a plethora of channels, consistently he clickbaits.
Yeah, no, he's one that I've been constantly not having it from. Yeah.
And I think he does it, and I think I told you this, that I think he does it in a way where he gets away with it because he never cheats someone out of a big win.
I think that is actually the entire marketing argument behind clickbait. That if your viewer leaves still feeling as though they've been satisfied or whatever, even though it was a fraudulent thumbnail,
Mhm.
they're for some reason they're okay with it. That has always really pissed me off. And but you can't argue with results, I guess.
Right. So unlike when Brent clickbaits, people feel like they got cheated.
What I will say though is that when you brought that up about him, you miss a lot of the underlying shade of this particular thumbnail you were talking about. It actually was very, very brilliantly done, and actually,
Wait,
like,
whose thumbnail?
poked. I'm not going to say anymore. I'll talk to you about it later, but I don't want to throw Brent on the bus here because I'm actually giving him props right now. It's
No, Brent is getting sneaky as fuck.
it was basically like font for font, layout for layout, a copy of a bigger channel's bullshit clickbait thumbnail. And I mean it was brilliant, actually, if you ask me. Nobody got that, but that's fine because that's good shade.
Did I do that?
Are you bigger than him? No.
Oh, no. Okay.
It is not you. No.
No, because I did Google an image for a thumbnail, and I found another channel's thumbnail, and I took it and I improved on it, and they called me out on it.
Do you want to delve into that a little bit?
If you want to, I don't give a fuck.
Show me.
Show
what
you.
I do want to say one thing about the first thumbnail person, though. I have noticed that they are making very, very obvious, like, errors in their titles, and it's so obvious that, like, they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I don't know what's going on.
I don't feel like that's a good way to get people to click on stuff, but it's an interesting approach, and I thought I would point.
But let's piss off Brent one more time. I will commend Brent. He is getting I don't want to say thirsty. He's getting shadier with his clickbait. So let me tell you what he's doing now, which I absolutely love. So he will post the real thumbnail when the video comes out, and then 2 days later, he changes the thumbnail to a clickbait thumbnail. I love that idea. Good for you, Brent.
That is hilarious. I don't think you're correct on that, to give him some props. That would require actually like planning and being smart.
No. He fucking did it.
Oh no. I feel like it looks that way, but he's not that smart. You go ahead and seriously, give him some credit there, because that's kind of funny. I never thought of it like that.
Thank you in the chat. He did it.
But he's taking credit where it's being given, like, inappropriately. Like, fuck you, Brent. You know good and goddamn well that's not deserved credit. He's at least he's taking his channel seriously, and he
can explain. He has an explanation for fucking everything.
He gets excited or anxiety. Like, Brent is a complex person, but he gets real fucking, like, emotional or like it's like, dude, just settle the fuck down and wait to see what happens. Like, he can't, like, settle down. I remember one time after my live stream was done, he went to go watch the replay with the chat and everything. He's like, the chat's not working. You went too long. Like just freaking out. And I was like, just settle the fuck down. Like, it had time to, like,
the process.
Yeah. And that's just like, dude. And then it came back and everything was fine. But it's just poor Pumpkin, you just gotta settle her down. She gets excited.
Yeah.
And
I understand.
So anyways, Brent, I actually think that there's something to admire about that he has a good grasp on, I guess when you only drop 2 videos a week, you have a good grasp on how they're performing. That was shady, I thought. But he keeps it, he's keeping a tab on it and everything, and it's a lot better than him just, giving up on it, and Lord knows what he would do.
Well,
so, Brent, we appreciate you, Brent.
Isn't Big Brother starting soon, so we'll see what happens.
What did you say?
Isn't Big Brother starting soon? So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, that we do lose touch with him over that, don't we?
Mhm.
Asshole.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So this is when
Well,
you him again.
that's where she gets her attention. She likes. That's where he goes and takes the shit he learns from me, the fucking phrases and stuff, and then goes over there and uses it and becomes the fucking his own character and praised by everybody. Asshole. Go watch him on Raw.
I
His
knew it.
podcast.
I knew it. He wants the link now. We pissed him off enough.
Ah! The plan works.
Send him the link. Send him the link.
Send him the link.
I think he has me blocked on Facebook.
Oh well, I probably can't blame him there.
Yeah, that's fine. Send this to him.
I sent it, Brent. Why don't I have him blocked on Facebook? Brent, you're just too easy. You're
I knew
like you're like the bingo king. We can just shape you to whatever role we need you for.
I said it in my head. I'm like, it'll only take 5 minutes of fucking with him, and he'll want the. You and I can cause a lot of trouble together. I will tell you that.
I know. That's why I'm keeping you at bay. No, I definitely think that you are misunderstood. You put up walls, and that's fine. I'm like that too. And
well, I was forced to fucking put up walls. I was fucking forced.
I know. I guess I understand the hurt that you've gone through and everything. But I'm not sticking aside or whatever. You're probably just as fucking shady. But I know. I know what your approach is. I know that fuck you. That you made a really good point on your live stream one night where you said when you don't care or something along the lines of when you no longer care about what they think or whatever, you take the power from their hands and to hurt you or something along those lines. You said it much more eloquent, of course.
Wow, look at me being so philosophical.
But it was very true. It's very, very true. And life's a lot more simpler when you can do that.
Chicago's finest. To you guys making this fun, it's what it's supposed to be. People, fun. Exactly. It should be
big and rowdy. Are we not being shady and shitty enough for him?
We can get shady. Well, I can get shady.
Yeah, stick around. The fireworks are still coming. Oh, I've got gossip. I'll make up some shit. I don't know.
No, you can't make. You have to give them the real stuff.
Oh no, I have some real stuff. I just
you have to give them the real stuff, like how, like for instance, like the day after the Penny guy's face reveal, and then he's live with BC, and you're saying to yourself, "Oh my God, they hate each other's guts. Why are they live together?" That's true.
They joined forces to take on their a common enemy. I mean, I don't like the way that whole thing went down, but at the same time, like the things that the Penny guy said about me, behind the scenes or whatever, it's just I don't have a lot of sympathy there either.
And can you believe he took down our beautiful interviews on his channel?
Brent was just finding out about that actually. No, after what you pulled, I'm kind of thinking that was probably a smart move on his part.
Yeah, but why everybody's and not just mine?
Because he knows that I'm 10 times as shady as you. Yeah, no, you had a nice interview and everything. And in all honesty, like I feel like I guess I'm not a lawyer, so I don't feel like you have any legal standing with that whole fight. I think you just took the jabs that you could and it got him freaking out down.
Hit at the wall and you see what will stick.
It kind of worked. So that was his precaution to deal with that. But I mean, I guess I'm not. Brent kind of tries to come at me with the same bullshit. I was like, girl, stop. No. Mm-mm. You gave permission. Is she coming? What? Come on.
I don't know. Fuck her.
What were we talking about then? She.
Oh.
Speak of the devil. God damn it. Brent, we're so glad you're here. Yay.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, you look fantastic.
Thank you. Let me keep talking while I fix these headphones because you're entirely too loud.
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, here's the runner-up for best clickbaiting.
Thank you.
Did you win anything, poor pumpkin? What did Brent win? He had to win something, right?
He won best talker.
Okay.
Total bullshit. Like, I just want to bitch about that for a second. Okay, say something, SD.
All right, for a couple seconds, sure. Brent's got start some laundry, everybody. You got this.
Oh, thank God. Okay, now I can hear you. Okay. Like Joe, like if you had asked me, I would have sent in my acceptance speech. And then you could have really cut me off. Like I could have just been droning on and you could have been like, click, like you did on the live stream earlier tonight. I think that would have been really, really cool rather than that chipmunk fucking thing that you had, which was like, it was a good try, dear, but it could have been better.
Okay, but here's the thing. In my defense, in my defense, I wanted to reach out to people, but then I would have only reached out to some people and I felt like that would have been unfair. So I didn't reach out to anyone for acceptance speeches, and I just came up with my own for people.
Okay. I think that's weak sauce to me because, like, when do you fucking care about who's fair? But it's cool. I was mad that I didn't get more shade thrown at me, honestly, because I was thinking that you thought I really deserved it after the fiasco with me complaining about your clickbait, and then 3 months later, clickbaiting of my own.
Yes.
So yes, just to be clear, what happened with that? And I by the way, Sdguy told me that you were looking for a comment of mine on that video. I don't remember removing that comment. I may have, I didn't do it like recently. So I may have done it way back in the day if I thought it was too coarse or something. But I don't remember. We're talking about Joe has a Buffalo video that it's obviously clickbaited because the screen can't happen. And I wrote a shitty comment, depending on your point of view about what the fuck is this bullshit?
Unnecessary fucking asshole comment.
Whatever. He says unnecessary, whatever. And then 3 months later, I was doing pretty much the same thing with my Simpsons one. So just to be clear, what happened with that? I just want you to know I'm not a hypocrite because you said I was a hypocrite, and I'm not a hypocrite. At the time that I told you that, Sdguy and I were in the same boat on this. Neither one of us were clickbaiting. Okay, we were not clickbaiting. We were putting up.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. You will not take my ship down with yours. I have no idea what this man is talking about. I've never met him in my life.
So what are you saying?
Asshole.
What are you saying?
You.
You're saying that you don't clickbait?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. So moving on. Yes. Okay. What I'm trying to say is Sdguy and I were like, you know what? Viewers appreciate the fact that we are honest with them, and that is what they appreciate. Because if we cross that bridge, then we're not going to have any credibility in the future. And what we found, honestly, and I'm talking to you people in the chat, you all fucking suck. Like all y'all are fucking dumbasses, not you people. Honestly, I was so pissed. What?
Shut the fuck down. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. How do you come into someone else's chat and scream at all the people?
Oh, I'm sorry. SD, am I saying something that is not true?
Yes, shut the fuck up.
Okay, well then talk.
See there, that's how you do it. Jesus Christ. It's not that serious, Mr. fucking subscriber commenting about Donald Trump today in my comments. Just settle the fuck down.
Oh, I know, but do you have something to say, or are you just saying?
You have no worries in your fucking life. Just settle down.
Honey, this is how I talk.
Oh
by the way, it's a lot better than
She's getting mad.
The sleepathon that preceded this before I got on the call, where you guys were talking about, it's a higher percentage with a lower denomination, and I don't know if that's
yours are so much more riveting, you fucking asshole. Fuck you.
Have you ever watched the live chats between you two? That's a fucking shit show.
Oh, that's a shit show. That's true. I am with you on that.
Like, I want to watch to see if any ridiculousness will happen, but I wind up falling asleep.
Okay. Well, if it's happening, it's because of him, not me. Because I know how to carry a show. You know that's true.
There she goes.
Okay. Where were we, Joe?
You will not get
I know what we were saying. Okay, so let me finish this because I wanted to tell you this.
Go ahead.
I I wanted to tell you this. I think I was going to do it on a show, but I'm happy to tell you here that, you know, and I'm not talking to you guys specifically in the chat. I'm sure you guys are all really good people, but you're like the avatar for the subscribers as a whole. Like, and I'm not talking just the subscribers, the viewers, because the viewers are generally pretty stupid and they're really forgiving. And what you said earlier about Slot Lover, where he puts up a thumbnail that is inaccurate, but yet the video is, you know, a relatively positive experience. I think that he thinks that if they leave the video with a positive experience, they will forgive the fact that the thumbnail was totally made up out of whole cloth. So that's where he's coming from. And once we figured that out, like, I put up a totally fabricated thumbnail that Sdguy gave me.
Stop saying we. I am not in this fucking boat with you. If you want to do this, you sink your own ship, but I'm not in this.
Okay, it's 1:40 in the morning. The only people who are watching this are like mega subscribers right now. Okay, I will tell you this. I'm keeping this to myself, all right? I had a video that had 3,000 views, Joe. Now, it wasn't the most lively video ever, but it was a good video, okay? And it was a super big win. It was over 100 times, and I put it up, and the other videos I'd been having had like, you know, 10,000, 12,000, 14,000 views. This one had 3,000. And Sdguy looked at it, and he was like, you didn't even put any effort into the thumbnail. And I'm like, well, that was like the best thumbnail. I mean, not every game has a great thumbnail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so he said, I got this. And he sent me a thumbnail. I'm talking about Planet Moolah. He sent me a thumbnail that did not take place during the game whatsoever. And I slapped it up on the video and went to bed. And I'll be damned if that fucking video doesn't have like 35,000 views and climbing right now. And then this is like from 2.5 months ago. Okay. And it just showed me, and not one person, Joe, not one person said anything about the fact that didn't happen.
Right.
And because I would have said something. If I was the viewer, I would have said something.
We know, because
right.
You call people out for it.
Well, and I would have called myself out for it. So I just want to be an equal opportunity offender. But once that happened, I was like, you know what? Like, nice guys finished last.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of fighting this bullshit. Like when Brian Christopher puts up a video that says, you know, many jackpots, or, you know, multiple jackpots hit. And somebody said me that he doesn't clickbait, because my viewers came to me and said that Brian Christopher doesn't clickbait. I'm like, really? You know, no shade at him, because you got to do.
And I agree with that. Just because it's not the thumbnail doesn't mean that it's not clickbait if they put something in the title.
In the title, exactly. So, I mean, obviously he was talking about the little mini and minor progressive jackpots along the way. There was no actual jackpot in the video. You know, so it just shows me that people don't pay attention. And because of that, I had to cross the bridge that I didn't want to cross and start clickbaiting. Now, I will say that if I clickbait on a video, that I feel like you're going to get a good experience in it. But, you know, you can disagree if you want.
So now that you got a taste of it, now you just don't stop.
She's thirsty.
No, there's some video. I think if you look back at my videos over the past month, you'll see some that are accurate.
And I will give Brent this and everyone else that clickbaits. It's the view, and that's what he's saying when he says you guys in the chat, because if it's just the way that YouTube is built, that if you clickbait, you're going to get rewarded for it because of the people are going to watch the video. And if you don't clickbait, your video is shit now.
Right. Oh, by the way, that video that you were talking about that I changed 2 days after the fact, that was the Unicow video where I got the Unicow in the bonus. And I posted that video, and I think I posted it right at the beginning of when YouTube changed whatever they changed in their algorithm to cause our channels not to get as many views as maybe they once were like a month or so ago. And it only got about 10,000 views, and it was a massive fucking win. I think it was only betting like $1.05, and I won like $800 or something. But there, you know, because of that, the amounts on the wilds weren't that massive, and so I put up an accurate thumbnail, and it got 9,000-10,000 views. And I was commenting to Sdguy like, on another day, this video would get like 15,000-20,000 easy. And so I changed the thumbnail 2 days after the fact. I did not plan it, so that's what he's trying to tell you. It wasn't a plan. But it was just a result of the fact that I felt like the video wasn't getting the views that it deserved for being as awesome as it was. My opinion only. And I changed it to outright fabricating the thumbnail, to putting amounts on the wilds that did not even appear in the video. And I showed Sdguy the jump in views about 3 days. It took a couple days. It didn't happen right away, but it took like 3 or 4 days after it happened. And Joe, it was getting more views than it ever had the first time it came out.
Yes.
Like a week before.
I want to recognize this little thing of chatting over here that just made me laugh a little bit. Jonathan he said, "Who's Brian Christopher? I just did a search and found nothing." I thought that was shady but clever.
We don't, I'm not wishing any ill on anybody. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you about that, because I know you would love to comment on my video, because you gave me a compliment and you said, "Oh, this video was actually real. This really happened."
That wasn't a compliment, Brent. That was backhanded shade.
No, the thumbnail was real when I commented.
Yeah, it was maybe like a mix of backhanded shade and yeah. I mean,
that's not a compliment. That's you saying the rest of your thumbnails are shit, and this one's actually really, you're surprised. That's a backhanded compliment. Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on.
Well, it went to my review folder because he used the word clickbait. Of course, I had, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good comment." So I put that through, and then a week later, Joe comes back. I don't know why he came back. You must have come back because you saw a different thumbnail, and you're like, "Have I clicked
no, it came up in my, because it probably got picked up again, and it came up in my fucking recommended on the side, and I was like, this motherfucker, I watched this video already."
And you're like, and then you wrote, yeah, I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah, it was a result of what happened. And then your comment was, "I take back everything I said."
That shit was funny. I thought it was funny.
That was it was, and I liked it very much. It was really great. I can take shade. Fuck, being friends with this bitch.
So anyway, I wasn't mad, and I stand by what I said, that it was hypocritical, because you did coin yourself a little bit as the YouTube police, and you would call people out for it.
she does police.
And now you have become a criminal.
Yeah, he had to change with the game. He had to change with the game. It is what it is. But you're dumb shit for being for making comments you didn't need to make beforehand, because it didn't solve anything.
But I will tell you this.
I just keep it real.
I will say that there were 2 channels in my eyes that started this, and because they started it, now a lot of people have to do it.
I agree with you on that. The whole reason I got so pissed off is because that channel passed me and like was constantly making fraudulent thumbnails. It just really pissed me off. And it is what it is. The thing is, I'm afraid the game is changing again, though, with whatever is going on now, whether we're being punished or whether the algorithm's changed. It seems to me that videos don't expire as fast, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but I feel like
I have a video, like, for instance, and I can't explain it. I have a video from January that is rocking and rolling, that it for the past week it's been doing 800 views an hour. And
crazy, right?
I don't understand why that would happen to that video, but it just is.
Yeah, my China Shorts Handpay for $4,500, when it came out the bat, it flopped. But then like I've never seen a video do this where I didn't change the thumbnail, I didn't change anything, but it just it came back. Like
Yep.
It's a very, very complicated algorithm. I don't know, but I guess I am kind of hoping, though, that I felt like the lifespan for videos was so short anyway. Like you had to constantly put up new videos for it to be recommended, and that's no longer the case. They're not shooting up so fast at the beginning, but they're more gradually, because there's a lot more block of videos available that don't expire so quickly. If that makes sense, maybe. It's a theory.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, I still have the one video that does pretty well. Like, it's always in my top 3 or 4. Every month, even when I am posting regularly, or obviously when I'm not posting regularly, it's like number 1.
Is it your Price is Right video?
No, it's
Oh,
my
okay.
Walking Dead total clickbait bullshit video, which the It Finally Happened video, which it makes it look like I won a
It
grand.
finally happened for you. I remember the day that I heard about that. I was so
You
devastated.
fucked yourself, by the way, on that Walking Dead grand. You should have posted it as soon as you hit it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me?
Oh, you're talking about him. Sorry. Okay.
I agree. To be honest with you, I kind of was editing up until I didn't know what to do with it, and so I just subconsciously put it back in. There's no argument there for that.
No argument.
I agree. I just
because that game is like, for whatever reason, which I really don't understand, is if you play it on a live stream, people will watch it and people will love it, but they don't want to see a recorded video posted of what they don't want to watch it.
What I will say is that I uploaded it at the worst possible time, like the moment that YouTube switched over to their new little algorithm thingy they got going on. So it's unfair to judge its views based on that. But so I just, that was very, very bad planning.
We had talked about this before, where it took a while. I mean, Sdguy has, he's very rule oriented, and he likes things done like they have to be. That's just his way. He likes rules, and so he had always uploaded Jackpots in a chronological order. And given that The Walking Dead grand hit, was like number 8 in the line of 16 Jackpots, he did not want to put it up before he had the other 7 up. And I tried to dissuade him from that.
Brent was correct, is what he's wanting to hear.
That's what yes, exactly. Thank you.
Good job, Punk.
Thank you.
We should have Joe. We should have Joe watch the. Yeah, should we have Joe watch the Brent reaction video? You know what I'm talking about?
Has Joe seen it yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm thinking he would.
Joe,
I don't know if Joe would give you what I gave you though.
Joe probably cannot. No, you definitely served it up. Joe, you look bored as hell.
No, I'm listening.
I think he's reading the chat.
No, unlike the Penny guy who does live chats, I can multitask and listen to the people on panel and read the chat at the same time.
Are you masturbating right now?
Mm-hmm.
Susie said Brent, you were right. And I thank you. I don't know what I was right about, but I'm sure it was everything.
Yeah, but you just take what you can get, you piece of shit.
Yes.
One second here.
So what is this reaction video about?
Yeah, we don't want to say anything. We just want you to watch it.
Just watch and
make sure you pay attention at the beginning.
And don't tell the viewer what is happening. This is the next jackpot to drop as soon as I basically figure out how the hell this new algorithm
is. Are you playing it? Are you gonna screen share it and I'll
no, because then the viewer can see it. So I'm just gonna send you the file on Facebook, maybe.
Okay.
How should I best do this? I probably actually have a picture to send you. 1 second.
Yeah, while you do that, I will talk to him. Just don't say anything about like what kind of game it is or anything. Just like listen to it and react. And I don't want to say anything.
Don't overreact.
Yeah, exactly.
Brent wasn't overreacting, but I kind of thought like people would think that he was. So what I did a picture-in-picture
because I didn't know anything about it.
Right, he really did not know anything about this, and you
see
whose jackpot is this?
It's not. We're not saying it's a jackpot.
Who the hell is a jackpot between these two? Not him.
Okay, whose video?
It may not be
whose video is it?
It's his.
And you watch it and record it yourself?
Right. What happened was he had a video and he didn't tell me what was in it. He just said, "I have a video I want you to watch and I want to get your reaction to it." So he sent me this video, and you're going to do the same thing now. Because we're not telling you what happens in the video. Something good, something bad may happen, and you can watch it, and then, I think then you'll get an honest reaction, because that's what he didn't tell me anything about it going into it.
Fair enough.
So I think that you will enjoy it once we get there. Tell me when you're ready, SD.
I think I'm going to send him okay, 1 second here. I don't know which one to do because I don't want to reload it, but I will. 1 second.
Yeah, just I know you're trying to send him the regular file, not the.
No, I'm gonna send him the link, but you'll have to go. It's a 14-minute video. You'll have to. I'll head you to the right spot. 1 second here, pal.
All right. Let me look at the chat.
Keep talking.
What's going on? Okay. You hate Planet Moolah, Anna. But by the way, Joe, you did a really great job. My shade at you aside, you did a really great job on the Slotty Awards. And I have to tell you that the In Memoriam section was possibly the most genius thing ever. It was really, really well done. And I thought it was hilarious that many people who were dead are in my hate group. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, and I know them. Oh, and I know them as well.
It wasn't an attack at your hate group for sure.
Oh, of course. I know. Yes.
It just so happens that the people in your hate group are dead channels.
Exactly.
I
So
know
it was
nothing
really
about
well
that.
done.
Okay,
Actually, I
okay,
haven't.
okay.
I need to watch like the last 20 minutes because I'm still.
Okay, so I got the link. So
Right. Let me get you the timestamp. Don't look at. Yeah, just open it up.
Well, he's gonna have to. Joe, do you have headphones?
well, am I doing it? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you're gonna need to wear headphones because he doesn't want the chat to hear it. It's okay. A green leaf. It's just. I call it a hate group. I need a new name, SD. You need to think of a new name.
It's a
you do because it's not quite as like nasty as people like
It's a
on the
shade
outside
group.
probably think of it as.
It's a shade group.
It's
where
a
we just
place where they can go to. It's a safe space. It's a safe
safe space to throw shade at other YouTube channels and things that we hate. So
that is not a hate group.
11:26, Joe. 11:26, Joe. Whenever you're ready.
So I need to present myself.
Brent has given this the title of no, don't present this. Just
no. I mean,
we want to see.
You can see. Oh, you don't want them to see my reaction.
No, well,
okay,
present yourself. Yeah, so we can see you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to 11.
Yeah.
Brent's going to give it top 3 YouTube video ever. You will probably be much less appreciative.
But present yourself, Joe.
What's the timestamp again?
11:26.
11:26. Okay, I'm at 11:15. I'll just let it play.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna hush.
Present yourself, though, Joe.
I am presented.
No, you're not.
Hush.
Yes, I am. I hate that you let shit play out. Just press the fucking button.
Not all of us are the degrees of degenerate that you are, but I appreciate your comments. It's good luck as fuck, especially this time. I hate that he's laughing right now. He's a fucking asshole. He's a fucking asshole. Fuck you.
All right, don't make me laugh anymore.
All right. You're supposed to. That's fucking hilarious. Joe, present yourself.
I think he is on the regular video. Because I can see I'm looking. I'm looking at it over here.
Gotcha. I see.
It sounds like you're bottoming.
Oh God.
Okay, so
yes.
I watched the part you wanted me to see.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yes. Was that not amazing that happened?
That is.
I mean, without don't reveal what it is,
I
but
know. That is very, very amazing.
That is, it's stunning.
Is there anything of that kind on YouTube?
No,
that's a one of a kind, bitch.
And that's part of the problem is that he doesn't really know how to package it. Like how it's hard to quantify how fabulous the video is in a thumbnail or a title. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just hit up Slot Lover. He'll come up with something.
I feel like you have to do what you did with Walking Dead, something similar.
I don't like the thumbnail from Walking Dead. Brent likes it, but I mean, I got this. I can always take the Brent approach and change it 2 days later. So there's that.
Yes, works out well for me.
You could do that. That's pretty interesting, though.
Yeah. I don't know if you could hear me, but I was cursing this one's name. I was like, he's just gonna fucking have a heyday with this.
I did, and then you said something to the effect of like, I can't use this or something.
I guess I was like, I did not know that I would be able to deal with that.
Oh my God, just say it.
Blowing up I'm trying to come up with the right fucking words, you dumb bitch. Fuck you. I didn't want to deal with like him having something to hold over my head and point and laugh at me because I can't deal with that.
That makes complete sense.
Because I mean the whole reason that happened is because of my rules and my bullshit and I mean I had him react to this while I was in Detroit and he was like, you know what, you totally fucking deserve that, whatever. And I was just like, it ends up working out in the end, so it's fine by me, bitch. But fuck you. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good, right? It's good.
Yes.
Did you put that on your Patreon for people? Because people are already asking about wanting.
I think so. I actually think that it is on my page. Let's go and plug that thing right now. I hear there's a plethora of little patrons looking for a home. Let's go ahead and get them.
I tried to do that, but he doesn't allow links in the chat, so I can't. I can't post the link.
We'll type.
Oh, Joe, way to be a part of the community you care so much about, huh?
What link are you trying to post?
Oh, his Patreon link.
Oh, okay.
Like, no wonder I blocked that.
Of course, self-promotion.
It is in there, I'm pretty sure.
It's his appearance fee, Joe.
No,
it is. It is. Both that and the Locket link are in the Patreon for the Patreon people. And McGlavin saw it. He even commented. I think he was pretty impressed. Pressing my boy McGlavin.
There we go. I got it. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, go sign up for that shit, kids. We have like 20 more people, and I drop Casino Quest 2, the most amazing game changer to ever hit YouTube slot videos.
Can I talk about that?
Sure.
Seriously, you know, I sometimes I throw shade at Sdguy, you guys, but this is one of his best ideas ever. Where it's basically like choose your own adventure, and you select a path of which slot to go to, and I think you're trying to double your money. Is that it? I can't remember.
Yeah, just like the player that Joe is though is so different from us that it's just like he's like Jackpot, or just don't even waste my time. It's just like she's so busy.
I'm a very different player than you guys, and like for instance, I'll give you a perfect example.
Okay.
And I don't know, and this is directed towards SD. I don't know, like when you do live streams, if you play games for you or you play for the live stream. Like I would never play Heidi. Like Heidi is dead to me.
Oh, I love Heidi. She's my
I play games for a Handpay. I don't play games to win $600.
I play games to be entertained because that's what the casino's there. It's not there to win money.
I want the Handpay because I've said this before. I've never done drugs a day in my life, but if I could explain cocaine, hitting a jackpot is like doing cocaine to me.
I think you're much better off to have it. Is what it'd be cheap.
I play slots for a Handpay, and to me, Heidi is not a game that has a very high Handpay percentage.
Oh, you're definitely correct on that. You are most definitely correct on that. But that's why I think Brent is like this too. We gravitate towards lower volatility games because we go there for entertainment because we're smart.
Okay, then that's fine. I guess every gambler.
I mean,
you are a different player. That's something go ahead.
I'm probably like Fancy Fencerton between the two of you because I
look at her wanting to be everybody's friend. You're so good.
No, I mean, because I definitely do like the higher volatility games like Ruby Slippers or Awesome Reels or Wicked Winnings 4 things like that.
With Ruby Slippers.
Well, I think that's a high volatility game.
I don't think so. But I want to give actually just real credit for Joe here. Your analysis of Dancing Drums not being the high volatility game that everybody thinks it is amazing because it's absolutely like scientifically correct. And but it's incredible how their use of max bet and the way that game plays to convince the player of a different narrative. I was impressed with that. Yes, you sir, you saw right through her. Well done.
I would concur with that. Actually,
it is listed as a medium volatility game. I don't think most people realize that. Ocean Magic is listed much higher volatile than that, which I was also surprised by. I thought Ocean Magic would be much lower volatility. It's not. It is high, extreme.
Well, I've never had the bonus on it. Out of all the times I've played Ocean's Magic, it's just kind of amazing. Actually.
What is that other one that's on the same cabinet as Ocean Magic, like the with the wild reels, and you got to get the 2 coins on
Icy Wilds. Icy Wilds. Oh, Golden Egypt.
Golden Egypt.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty low as well.
I would maybe disagree because it comes from the same studio, like my girl Wheelorama. She comes from the same studio, and so they typically stick to higher volatile games. And that's why I think Wheelorama failed initially, because it's really hard to see actually where the money is in that game. But she's got the potential.
Yeah, you figured it out because you didn't even know it for a while because you didn't know that the DJ.
I abandoned it. I played it once. I was like, fuck this game. This is garbage. And didn't play it again for another year. I don't even know what made me sit down at it again. And I was like, oh, okay, now I see it.
Right.
Now I see it. And this is interesting.
It's the DJ after the Wilds. I mean, of course, there are many ways to win, but that's one of the wow ones. Yeah.
It is. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which is for those of you who don't know the game, there's a way to get random wilds. And Sdguy was not previously aware that you could get
closing his eyes.
The multiplier. What?
Are you
what?
falling asleep? Is he putting you to sleep?
Who are you talking to? Joe?
Who do you think I'm talking to? Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're resting your eyes?
When people speak, I listen.
He's reading the chat or looking at us.
I'm not reading.
He was closing his eyes, but that's okay, Brent. You were too busy talking with Joe. You go.
I was whatever. Is it Wilds with the multiplier, guys?
Joe, do you like Ainsworth?
On the fence.
Oh.
Fancy Fencerton.
Do you like is it because you like the Enforcer?
No, I actually don't like the Enforcer. Fuck the Enforcer.
I love the Enforcer. I have a one-line bonus on that's dropped from my channel.
I will tell you this. I will not play Ainsworth and pennies. I will only play it. I will only play it in quarters or dollars, but I will not play it unless it's 20 lines.
And you play every line.
All the lines.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. This one is beyond saving, Brent. I don't know what to do about her. Let's have her put down.
Well, you're doing a really piss poor job at explaining it, so you didn't do a very good job convincing
yourself, bitch.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I don't play it that often because I know that they suck. If I had to choose between Ainsworth and Konami, I would choose Konami.
Okay.
But
Ainsworth. The whole idea behind less lines is to get off of penny machines. If you're somebody who plays $1 a spin, you're much better doing 1 line times 1 on a dollar machine than you are playing 20 lines times 5 on a penny machine. That's just the simple fact. And it is though. But
to be fair, I don't know what's better. I mean,
a lot of these dollar denomination machines, they don't even have the option for the lowest payback percentage. So you cannot be making a worse decision. Yes, you can have bad luck and spin shit, but that's over the lifetime. I have no time for your one spin bullshit.
Just so you know, Lorena in the chat, she said, "Hey, in case YouTube shuts you guys down, just wanted to say thank you for the entertainment."
That's cute. I like that.
I like that one.
Thank you, dear.
I'm taking Brent down with me if I do, just so you know.
Oh, well, this is something that Sdguy and I we disagree on. The fact that even if a machine has a higher payback percentage on a higher denomination, that my contention is that you're not going to benefit from that in the immediacy of you being.
I'll be honest with you. When I play a machine, whenever I gamble, I never think of payback percentage ever. It's not even a thought in my head.
I think that makes you foolish.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
No, you got all right. Take your karma, take your bullshit, and just
no. I'm not saying like luck or anything like that. I'm just saying like if you're gonna get a fucking full screen of Wilds on Walking Dead 2, it doesn't matter if that machine's set at 30% or it's set at 100%.
Fake news. That no wonder you voted for Trump, you dumbass. I mean, in all honesty, if you're looking at two machines and you know one set at 95, one set at 86, and you just said
when your channel gets shut down, you'll be the first fucking person tweeting to him and sweet poor Melania to help.
I tweeted something about him earlier tonight, actually. Yeah, it was another wife went on Fox News to basically beg for her husband to be released from prison. Like President Trump, we believe in you. Can you please pardon him? It was like, just get on a game show already, and he'll pick the best one. Am I missing
something with prison pardons? Is there like a free for all, or what's going on?
Yeah, he's.
I guess I feel like I pay attention to the news enough, but I missed that.
No, he's thinking about pardoning.
We're getting out of this territory because we're making Joe uncomfortable.
It's fine. It's fine. He's thinking about pardoning the governor of Illinois, the former governor of Illinois, who's a criminal.
Oh, but, yeah. There's a real. Love him. He's great.
Although I do think Martha Stewart needs to be pardoned because that was bullshit.
Fuck that bitch.
I love her.
I can't.
Oh, because she makes a wonderful souffle, she deserves to be pardoned. Fuck you.
Thank you. I'm glad you realized that.
Yeah, you.
Just let's leave sweet Melania alone, okay? She doesn't even know English.
I know, what's up with her? Oh, anyway,
Whose
moving
fault is that? Fuck her.
She's
You
fine.
did the job of FLOTUS. You knew what you signed up for. I don't give a two shits.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked here. Back on track.
I blame Brent.
As you do.
But like, I mean, in your guys' theory, you'd be correct if you only spun the machine once. And I mean, we all gamble pretty damn regularly. I think payback matters in the long run. This is not a short-term argument. I don't know where the fuck anybody came to the table with a short-term argument.
Long run, you make it like you're going to be living on that machine.
If anybody here is living on a machine, I think we know who it is, and you would benefit from it, Mr. Fast Play.
Look, I think
honestly, like I get up, I move around and everything, but I play a lot of the same games when I go to the casino over the lifetime. Like those little sessions, like they add up. I mean, this is a long game for me. You guys can take your short-term plans and do whatever you want.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm not totally not in your court. I'm just saying that I think you overestimate the advantages of moving up to a higher payback percentage in the immediacy of your gambling, even in the year or the 2 years or 3 years after you gamble, because the machines are set in such a way where the payback percentage is thus for infinity, billions and billions of plays.
I'll give you an example of why I feel like payback percentage doesn't matter. So if I'm doing very well on a trip, I will take $2,000 and I will put it into a $100 Wheel of Fortune. And there has been times that those $2,000, I don't even, because I will only play the old $100 Wheel of Fortunes where if you get 3 blanks, you get your money back. I won't play the new ones like that people play at Cosmo, the Double Diamond, or whatever the hell the new ones are where you don't get a push. Because I feel like you do need the push. The push actually helps you on the $100 Wheel of Fortune. And you need to
push the button.
Sure.
No, push meaning you get your $100 back if you get 3 blanks.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't know what you're talking about.
Even as a win. Okay, gotcha.
Right, so you get your 100 back if you get 3 blanks.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point of my story is that I've done that several times because I'm up sometimes. And there's been times where I put those $2,000 in the machine and I don't even get mixed bars, which is 500, or a push, meaning I get my 100 back. And then there's been times on my second 100 I've gotten a spin. Now on those times, which have happened plenty of times, that I did not get anything with my $2,000, where is my payback percentage that you would say that machine is set at 95% or 96%?
I just don't think you're giving it you're comparing it to a penny machine that you end up spending a lot more times. You're
20 spins, $2,000, and not even getting $100 back.
You're not thinking about this logically, Pumpkin. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well,
don't you roll your eyes at me, Brent. Do you want to go ahead and
this? But again, this is the reason why I say to you, I don't care about payback percentage, or I don't think about it because I don't think it matters. And
I mean, just to be clear, though,
that is why I am here to help you because I care.
And we also can't change it either, so it doesn't make a difference. But go ahead.
Right.
We can change it by going from a penny machine to a dollar machine. That is something we as a player can physically do when it's an apples to apples machine, like Vampire's Embrace or something like that. There are offers of those in the penny machine and dollar. We can change that. Yes, we can.
But we don't know that their payback percentage is different. You can usually tell though if the machine pauses for I'm just being real. If it clicks right over immediately, then the payback percentage is the same. Okay, like if you go from penny to a nickel or dime or whatever, and you change it.
I've never heard that what you're talking about.
But
I've never heard that before. I don't know where you're picking that up.
Like, what are you saying? Like,
I'll
when you
tell you if you shut the fuck up.
Are you talking about when you change a William? Are you talking about when you change a G plus deluxe from 1 cent to 2 cent? You get that. Please wait for a couple of seconds.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The game designer, Jeremy, told me that, who works at the old WMS, now Scientific Games. That's how you can tell if the payback percentage is higher when you're moving to a different denomination. But if it's pretty quick, like a second, then you know that the payback percentage is the same.
Interesting, Brent. I'm glad you're not just sharing that with me. We've been friends for so long. You fucking asshole.
I thought you knew
on the IGT3 reel machines where it's got the 4 boxes for like $1, $2, $5, and $10, and you can just click between. Like, there's no. Well, I guess you wouldn't notice the pause because you would have to spin it.
We can't speak to those old degenerate machines. We don't play those. We play fun stuff. So
that's kind of the new ones, though, right? You're talking about Joe. The
ones old 3-reel machine.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, I don't. I think those are the same. I think those.
Playing your fun machines, and I'll play my old ones where I hit $20,000 jackpots on. So
that's
okay. All right.
I know you saw it. My 12 times pay video.
That was a 3-reel machine.
Yes, and I could change it to $1 or $2.
I will still stick by my statement. I don't know if I've ever said this publicly, but the money in casinos are on 3-reel machines.
I don't disagree.
Well, they're higher denomination machines, so of course they're going to beat out the penny machines.
Even a dollar machine, like what Brent hit on. The money in casinos are on 3-reel machines. When you go to casinos' Facebook pages and they post jackpots, where are most of those jackpots from? 3-reel machines.
I will say this, that over the years, machines' payback percentages have gone down, not sharply, but they have the casino holds. So I also, again, science would say that, yes, you are correct. Older machines will, on average, have a higher payback percentage simply by design.
I will say that Dog the Jackpot Hunter says that Sdguy and Easy need to make out. So there you go.
Dog the Jackpot Hunter. I love that username.
That's a cool one. What was it?
I saw another one. Cool one. Why are we just seeing you now?
Did you see Slot Fluffer?
Yes, I get in my.
How do you have all these fun people?
Okay, let me tell you what goes on. Here. So because all the people are afraid to come into my chats under their real names, so they come in under fake names. Because what happens is the people that don't like me will see them in my chat if they came in their real names and be like, "Why are you going in his chat and being friendly with him?" So they have to.
I do that to Brent all the time.
So like these are all regular people. Like you would know them if they came in under their real names. So they make up fake names so they could be part of the fun.
Well, they have fun fake names. I like fun fake names.
Fuck, I should have had like glasses and a hat or something. Jesus Christ.
You should have wore a veil of lead.
I did that one time.
Of lead?
No, it wasn't lead.
That's the only way it would work with you. That was shade.
I was waiting on shade. I haven't heard any forthcoming.
No, that was shade. That your veil should be made of lead, otherwise it's not going to work.
Not me, bitch. Not me.
Sure.
So what are you telling me about this payback percentage that I don't know? Because I know
what I wanted to tell you. Yes. Okay. So this is what he's trying to say in a really garbled way. No shade at him, but it was really terrible explanation. Okay.
Oh, you're so fancy. Fuck you.
I'm just trying to tell him. Okay. What he's trying to say is if you increase the denomination to a higher state, so it was penny, now it's nickels or dimes or whatever.
Right.
Changes theoretically, the payback percentage is now higher because you're in a higher denomination. You can play less lines and use the bet multiplier in such a way where you're betting the same as if you were before. And not only is your payback percentage higher because you're now in the higher denomination, but you've changed the machine to inherently more volatile because you're playing less lines with more money on them, with more credits on them. Does that make sense? Yes. So you're changing the machine to be pretty zesty. So
not to squirrel off or interrupt or anything here, but I do want to acknowledge Susan B here. Brent, she asked, "Hey, how's the dress coming, Brent? Want to give her an update?"
It's somewhere. We have discussed it, and I'm still bitter. It was a scam.
That's an understatement.
It's a scam, fucking casino that.
So goddamn pissed off after that.
I haven't been busted filming in 3 years, and then of course the one time I'm live streaming in a contest, I get busted, and I was entirely too. The funny part is I was entirely too submissive about it. Like I just basically took it and shut up.
You were a little bitch. Yeah, you were. Absolutely.
In hindsight, I really should have. I really should have said something because I don't think the guy knew what he was talking about.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, he was fucking pissed.
I told you what happened though. So after that happened, I went to the manager on duty to try to get it sorted out because I was told that you could record at this casino. And then a few days later, it was like a week later, we went with Spooky Slots to do the live stream at Miami Valley. And we got through the live stream okay, but we were recording later on that night. I was doing some things for him on his channel. And the manager who told me that we couldn't record saw me. And I know he recognized me because he kind of like nodded at me and said hi. And I tried not to acknowledge him because I didn't want to bring attention to us. But I figured out after the fact that he had people following us because the minute Spooky took out his phone to record, someone was up on us. I mean, and it wasn't, 5 seconds. So I was, and then to top it all off, after we got off the game and we started to move on, we were actually going to leave because that was our last machine for the night. That manager on duty, and then like the guy above him is like the old fuck. He said, I just want to let you guys know that, if you get caught recording in the casino, it could result in a permanent ban. And I'm like, overkill much, you fucking asshole? I was livid. I was absolutely livid. Like, I'm not a fucking criminal, okay? And the way they were treating us was like that.
He was livid, Joe.
I'm on final warning at 2 casinos, and the one casino, they pretty much took me into like a back fucking room. I had to sign my fucking life away. That is your fault for going with them. I have had the same request, and that I was nope. I was there for the weekend. I had no choice. I wasn't leaving. This Brent, we'll give her some props right here. She was cornered by some Canadian Mounties or whatever, and walked out of the casino without.
I walked the fuck out.
Okay,
yeah,
so here's my thing about like recording and getting shut down and stuff. And I know you feel different, but I know that I would say. So I don't get upset when they're like, you can't record, you're on a final warning or whatever. Like, I don't do like the whole, Wingate thing that the Penny guy did. Like, I'm in the wrong.
Well, no, but I mean, there's a difference between going full on,
right,
fucktard, or being a submissive bitch like Brent, standing your ground and being just logical with them, which is Brent thought we were talking about this the other day. Like, he thought that I was being an asshole, that I was raised inappropriately or what. I forget his exact phrase.
Oh my God.
Really up.
Here comes the story.
No, I will not be shut up. You shut up. I mean, but time and time again, like, Brent would try to accommodate them and everything, and I would just stand my ground and refuse to stop. And I think I've got enough wins under my belt to.
Can I say something positive about you? Seriously, y'all need to kiss Sdguy's ass because they did not allow recording for the longest time, and Sdguy wrote them a letter that said, and it ended with the phrase, "You guys need to get your head out of your ass and get into the 21st century." And I told him that, and yes, I have a magic wand in my hand, by the way. I'm just using it. I told him that was not very professional and that I would not have written it that way. And he sent it off anyway. It got the job done. Not a week or two later, I can't remember exactly the chain of events, but they changed their policy at ARIA. And then quickly after that, Cosmopolitan changed their policy. I remember, and Monte Carlo as well. So
you can't argue with results, people.
It's not like I don't try to reason with these people. I'm just saying that when they're telling me, you can't record here and you're on, a final notice, like, I don't flip out about it.
I don't think that you should flip out about it, but I definitely don't think that you are in the wrong and that you should accept. I mean, this is how changes get made, by being challenged. They do not get made by sitting back and taking it. I mean, they're not going to change it if they have no reason to.
Joe, you've been to you've been to enough casinos. You know that, like, most of these rules that they have in place. I mean, I work at a casino, for God's sake. All of the rules, not all, but most of these rules that they have in place are there just because of sheer inertia. Mm-hmm. Like the reason for the rule has long since passed, and they don't even realize it. You know what I mean? Because let me ask you this: if the whole recording thing, if that was really like a safety issue or a cheating issue in the casino, they wouldn't allow people to come in with a smartphone. I mean,
Right.
like every fucking patron that walks in there has a goddamn smartphone.
Right.
And yeah, and I'm like, you're picking on me because I'm the one who's at least honest about it. Whereas the chick over here and the old lady over here, they're recording and taking pictures of their wins, but you know, they're not obvious about it. They're not honest with you about it. You know, you obviously there's no issue as far as the gaming goes in terms of keeping the fairness of the
I've even
machines.
contacted a casino and asked them, you know, for ability, and they said, you know, it's the gaming commission. So then I went as far as contacting the gaming commission, and the gaming commission said, no, we have no issue with it. It's on each.
Yeah, I get that all the time.
I
Yeah.
took
We've
that
gotten the
email-
same runaround.
I took that email back to that casino that told me it's the gaming commission, and they were like, yeah, well, we just don't want it.
Yeah.
You accept no for an answer far too easily is all I gotta say. But I mean, I wear my casino bands as a badge of honor. I take lemons and make lemonade. I'm absolutely fine with it. It is what it is. What are you smirking about?
Someone sent me a picture and said, la la la, Brent is boring, and then they sent me a picture of themselves in the bathtub.
Oh,
Bingo King.
No,
Oh.
a female.
Does she have large breasts?
Joe, honestly, what you should say is that they don't. A lot of these casinos, like, they don't even realize the value of who you are and what you can do.
I gave up.
You know,
Honestly, to be completely honest with you, I gave up. I contacted 15 casinos, and every single one of them told me no. One of them actually went as far as like in the email they wrote, their response was thanks, but no thanks. That's what they wrote back to me.
I mean, did you ever try to leverage the value of your channel?
I tried.
In such.
I tried everything.
I would say, like,
have you tried the MGM properties? Because since they have a sister property in Vegas that openly accepts it and everything, I would think that connection there could be worth.
Property is actually the one that I'm on final with.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, Joe, you bet a lot of money. I mean, I don't understand why.
That should have nothing to do with it. First of all,
It really does.
I mean,
it really
should. It does, though.
No, it doesn't. Because you know why? When they took me into that room and they made me give my ID and my player's card number, and they said, wow, you know, they put in my player's card in the system. They said, wow, someone at your level, we can't believe that you're jeopardizing getting banned from a casino.
No, you say you guys are the ones jeopardizing losing.
Yeah, Joe, you're such a little bitch. You need to stand up for yourself.
They don't know. They just don't. They don't care. That casino has a.
You need to make them care. Then it's all about how you approach it, pumpkin.
Believe me, trust me. This specific casino, the Borgata,
fly me out to AC. I'll hold your hand. I got this.
Okay, you'll be getting escorted out like they wanted to.
And I will be loving it.
Oh, I wanted to tell you this. Hey, I know that you were talking with our friend earlier today in the text SD about Vegas not having drinks anymore. Remember?
Okay.
Well, you were like, the alternative was to go to Atlantic City, and I'm like, I don't want to go to Atlantic City. Number one, I don't drink, and number two, you always they watch you like a freaking hawk in Atlantic City. Okay,
I love a challenge, bitch. Fuck you.
Well, I will tell you this. I had several live streams in Atlantic City. One of them was 2.5 hours. I did not get caught until someone called. So you can get away with it, and you can get away with a live stream in Atlantic City if your chat doesn't call and report you.
I don't think I've ever had a chat call and report me. You're so lucky.
every fucking live stream. That's every time I got caught was the chat calling, because the person that called would tell me in the chat as I'm getting shut down, ha ha ha, I just called the casino.
Oh my god.
Maybe you play a little bit nicer with the community, you fucking asshole.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. It is what it is. They ruined it for everyone else.
I know what it is. You shouldn't have guests come on your show who call the people in the chat dumbasses and assholes.
Oh, that was self-shade, Brent. There's a
I know, right?
That's something new to Brent.
I do enough on my own. I think what you did is light compared to the shit that I got going. But yeah, so whatever. So you can definitely get away with it in Atlantic City if you're cautious about it.
I'm not cautious about it. This one even annoys me because he's still he like just by nature is cautious about it, by just used to being that way.
This is how
and
she
so
does
me being just myself and loud and everything in Vegas and everything. He just it just it's
No, you would.
needles in a
The
chalkboard.
loudness in Atlantic City would be fine because you're on the East Coast. Everyone's fucking loud on the East Coast. That wouldn't. No one would even look at you sideways for screaming at a machine. That's normal.
But wearing the shawl in the middle of July, that's where they're like, what's she up to?
No, you probably. Oh God, here's Donald Trump. So, yeah, you'd be fine. You'd be fine in Atlantic City. You should give it a shot.
Okay, I might try. They've been trying to get me up there every year.
MGM just bought the Empire City Casino that you played at, Brent. I think something like that.
The which one?
I don't know why that matters.
But
The one that you went to in New York.
Really, Brent, for you, where you want to go is Parks because that has all the machines that you want.
I know.
You don't know enough about Brent though, Joe. If it's not within a 15-minute car drive, she can't do it. It's an ankle bracelet.
Hey, I made it to the Meadows in Pittsburgh. I just want to say that.
And they allow
FYI.
recording.
Yes.
Color us impressed.
And I would go back. I love that fucking place.
I hear the Meadows has some gems, some real fun games there, Joe. You probably wouldn't like it.
No, I would like it.
Joe, you like old games, right? Or
I
not?
do like old games.
Okay. Yeah.
Like Parks,
He likes Neptune's Kingdom. Other than that, what are the games that you like that I like?
Money to Burn.
I like Money to Burn.
Ooh. I'm not aware of that. No.
No.
The Money to Burn Classic is she's a little too basic.
What about like Robin in the Sherwood Forest or King Midas?
I bet Joe is gonna hate those. They're low volatile, Brent. You're just nope. He likes Neptune's Kingdom. I can see why. He's got a hot and horny hit on Neptune's Kingdom on his channel. Check that shit out. I am very jealous about that hit.
3 Wild Reels.
Oof, and not just that though. On Reel 1, oof, Zesty Kitty City symbol.
On Neptune's Kingdom?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
5-cent denomination, $10 bet, I think.
Oh, look at her getting fancy. How far did you get in the picking, by the way? Did you leave a bunch of multipliers on the board? Poor pumpkin.
It was my first pick.
You started the games in your first pick?
What's that?
You said you started the games in your first pick?
Yeah. My first pick said begin bonus.
That is the worst. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know. I thought about it.
But had you not picked that, though, you would have started the bonus at a different time, and your outcome would have been different. So there you go. Silver lining. Take it to the bank.
Thank you, Slutty Barista. $2 super chat. Sir, you can't record. Why? Reasons. LOL.
I would love a security guard to say that shit.
Parks is actually probably where you both would want to go because of the old stuff that they have there. They have that Wizard of Oz machine that I loathe that Brent loves.
The transmissive Glinda.
All right, chat's over. I can't handle this.
And it's nickel denomination too.
You are a Satanist. I will not deal with this.
It's nickel, right?
No, it's
even hotter.
Max bet. I think max bet is $3.20 a spin.
You can go to hell on that.
Or no, I'm sorry. I thought I was told Parks was nickel and Meadows is penny.
I think you're reversed.
Okay, maybe you guys in the chat can tell me.
If Parks is nickel. I don't think it matters. All I officially know is I hate Easy Life. You're a fucking asshole.
They have the Wicked Witch version of that transmissive reels too.
Do they have Over the Rainbow? I've always looked for Over the Rainbow.
Nope, you are never going to play that one because she's a rare gem and you missed your opportunity.
Oh my God, Joe, have you ever had this happen where you have a chance to play a game and you don't play it, and then later on you realize how good it could have been?
That's Clue for me.
Oh my God!
I don't know if you would have liked Clue. Brent, I guess I see Brent as more of a player along my lines, and Joe as not so much, I guess.
Okay, so
you would have loved it.
When Planet Moolah first came out, I never thought anything of it because I never liked cascading real games.
Me too.
Once I fast play on, you fucking degenerate.
You can't fast play on cascading.
That's part of it.
And I held it.
And I want to get to the fast play in a second.
Sure.
But then when I saw they built, because the first Planet Moolah was just boring. There was nothing.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
They took that game and just they made that game like how I feel about Walking Dead, that it's so exciting and there's so much shit going on and so much stuff can happen.
Okay,
then-
he's just jealous about my head, but keep going.
And I was like, oh,
Carry
there's a fucking cow, a unicow in it. I was like, I like this game. So anyway, so that's why I started to play Planet Moolah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even looked twice at it. But to get
have you gotten the Unibrent?
yes, so it's a very sad story, and Brent actually called me out on it because he's a fucking cunt.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What did Brent do?
Okay, this is what happens. When I'm determined, when Joe is determined for something, Joe will not fucking move off of a machine.
She is determined. Yes, we actually knew this about you.
If I want a fucking bonus, I am playing that machine no matter what the fucking cost is. So anyway, when I sat down the first time I played it, I said, I'm getting this fucking unicow. I got $5,000 in my pocket. If the machine needs the whole $5,000, I'm giving it to get the fucking unicow.
Oh, okay. Carry on. I already think I know where the story's going, but I'm strapped in.
$3,000, and I started to get a little bit upset because I
Okay.
wasn't getting the unicow. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to take it from $3.50 and I'm going to go to $1.75 and see if that changes anything on the machine. Well, I got the unicow on $1.75.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was very upset.
So how do you watch
Wait.
my live streams then? You have to hate these. Or I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Why would I hate them?
Just continue your story. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, so anyway, I got
you're gonna implode, I guess.
I got the unicow on $1.75. I didn't even record it because I was so pissed that it was on
You're such an
$1.75.
asshole.
I
Okay, keep going.
posted the picture on the Facebook group, and Brent said, look at you, you bet shame me. Now I'm bet shaming you, or something like that.
Well, you totally deserve that, you fucking asshole.
I'm not saying that I didn't. I'm
Fucking
just
call
saying.
him out for clickbait, and then you go bet shame and go do it yourself, you dick. See, Brent, I got your back when I need to, you fucking asshole.
So anyway,
What did you end up winning on that, Joe?
on $1.75, I think it was like $300 or $400.
Yeah, it wasn't
still
quite. It wasn't what
video,
it's.
but-
Brent, I will tell
Yeah.
you this, Brent. Probably like 2 months ago, I built my own unicow bonus. So it was
That happened to me once too.
double bonus. I got the moolah. I got a blast reel, a drop in wild. It was 100 spins, and it re-triggered a bunch of times. It wound up being 200 free spins on a $3.50 bet. It was only 700, but I thought that was pretty good for 200 spins, non-unicow.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me on a video I haven't posted yet. But I triggered the moolah bonus at max bet for 15 spins, and then off to the races with like re-triggers upon re-triggers, 50 spins, 75 spins, and it turns into a jackpot. And you know, the unicow is just basically like the chance to get the bonus started plus the moolah bonus. So as long as you have the moolah bonus, like, you know, you can basically make your own unicow if you're lucky.
Okay, so now let me
What
get
does it mean,
to.
make your own unicow? I don't like that phrase.
It's like
You either got her or you don't.
It's like Build-A-Bear. You build your own unicow. You get all the features of the unicow without actually getting the unicow.
Right.
Ooh, I'm not on board with that. Nope, you either got it or you don't. Nope.
Well, like I think Slot Queen had a video where she's like, "Who needs the unicow?" And that's basically what she did, Brian. Where she,
Yeah, you should also follow her advice on the Zap machine. I hear she's a real big winner on that
What?
Joe, you've seen the Zap machine?
Shade.
I don't think Joe's seen it.
I might not have seen it.
Oh God,
Joe.
You'll just be fucking. Oh God.
It's your wet dream. Oh my God! Like you need to bring it up right now on YouTube. It's called Zap.
And it's
Watch Slot Queen's video on it. I hear she's a real big winner.
Joe, it's basically like 88 Fortunes, but there's no reels. It's just the progressive.
Are you on? You have a YouTube window open, right?
Yeah.
On the top right-hand side where it says YouTube, do you have a GB next to it?
Oh, she's next. Oh, live stream shutting. Are you playing a joke on us now? You fucking.
I'm being dead
Wait,
serious.
I mean, I have you open over here. What? There's no, I don't see anything.
On the top left-hand side where the YouTube logo is, do you have a GB next to it?
Sure don't.
I do not.
That's because we play by the rules, Joe.
I don't know what that means.
Brent, you got another promotion.
I've never seen.
I'm up to number 9.
I've never seen that before, but okay, whatever. So Zap.
I think it means something though. You better, Joe. You better obsess over it and figure that shit out.
Okay, so I'm looking up Zap slot machine, slot queens video.
This is too much fun. It doesn't matter. I just
Sure.
I don't
just watch one.
I don't see it.
You'll know it. There's basically
Water,
just
Helen.
a bunch of
Water, Helen. Yeah, GB, it stands for goodbye. You're next. Jessica, well played.
I think so. Okay, well, I'm not finding her video for whatever reason.
It's basically just like I said. It's like hitting the machine and hoping the progressive goes off. And if it doesn't go off, nothing happens. You just like lost your money.
Okay.
So like if you're betting like $2, which is what I would normally bet on a machine, or $1.25 or was somewhere in there, you press the button and it doesn't go off, and then you press it again, it doesn't go off. Press it again, it doesn't go off. You could do that up to like 15, 20 times and it doesn't go off. Finally, it will go off. It's insanity.
I like slot. Easy, where do I get these people to watch my shit? There's Alex Jones in here saying the frogs are gay. Guys are fucking amazing. I love it. I love your chats.
Yeah. Because they feel like they could let loose on their fake names. Hi, Lisa.
It's like the hate group. It's a place to relax. Welcome to the safe zone.
You can come in here and take off your bra and relax.
Brent, it has yes. He has yes.
All right, but I wanted to tell you about fast play, and I think this is good advice for.
God. All right.
Just let's hear him out.
I'm going to.
Okay.
He's wrong as hell.
You're not gonna agree with me. You're not gonna agree with me, and I'm not tooting my own horn by any means necessary. I'm just going by analytics. Okay.
Sure. You're gonna. Okay, gotcha. I know where you're going.
Well, I don't think you know where I'm going.
I do.
I am the third highest ranked for people on a live slot stream.
Fancy.
Now,
what does that mean, and how do you know that?
By viewers, because I know when I used to go live from the casino, what numbers I would get.
Okay.
And with the exception of the 2 channels that now are no longer with us, no one got as high or can get as high as I. And this is what I wanted to explain about the fast play.
Right. No, this is what I think you've actually explained this to me before, that you do it because the people come for the bonus and you're cutting out that dead time in there. And so therefore you retain people and you get more views. It makes sense.
Right. But what I wanted to say was when Joe is playing in the casino, normally, yes, I will do some fast play, but not like on the live streams.
Okay. You do you, man.
So that's all I want to say. So for anyone that may watch this, or for you guys, like when I watched you play the fucking Dynamite game and you don't hit the button, it drives me crazy and it drives your chat crazy.
To be honest with you, Joe, though, like you have to give me a little bit of credit for kind of like liking that, and it's fucked up, and that's fine. But it is what it is. To me, my live streams from the casinos are more along the lines of interacting with people along with the casino play. So that's kind of how I look at it, and that's why I take the time that it pulls between things. I mean, I also do feel like I go to the casino for the bonus, therefore I'm not rushing the bonus. I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of it, whether that be the banjo music or whatever the hell it is. I mean, that's just my preference.
But on the flip side of it, let me ask you a question. Why do you go live? You go live because you know that as a slot channel, that's like what you have to do to grow your channel. So if you're going live, am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong by saying that, because if I am, then
no, I would agree with your assessment that YouTube does smile upon those.
Okay, so with that
actions,
said, because you're going live for the benefit of your channel, which obviously is great, and that's what everyone wants to do. If you're doing something to benefit your channel, you not pushing that button and letting that bonus go on for 10 minutes is hurting what you're doing.
I would agree with your assessment on that. I still don't make money doing this. I would like to think that is a place where I can take this, but it is not easily done. And so therefore, at the end of the day, I guess I'm not there yet. The moment that I cross over into that being time that is paid for or invested by YouTube or in the end the viewer or whatever, then I can justify that. But at this time, it is my enjoyment, it is my slots and stuff like that. That I guess it's a mix of both. But I am not 100% sold on it being an investment in my future, especially if they're going to shut me down tomorrow or whatever. It's like wasted fucking investment.
That's the terrifying thing, honestly. Is that your channel can be shut down seemingly for no reason. That's I mean, I really do honestly I do feel for Brian Christopher and the big Jackpot in a way that it's hard. Like a big company like Google and YouTube, you can't get any answers from, and you probably feel powerless.
That does suck for all of them. Yeah.
Like here's how I think of it, and I think it's extremely fucked up. Because I've seen the email. I'm not saying I've seen their emails, but I've seen emails like when channels get shut down and whatnot.
Right.
And the answer is so vague. Like if you were to get fired from your job and they told you, oh, you I don't know, just give me a vague term. You violated a company policy. That's what you're fired because of that. Yeah. Like why the fuck was I fired? Like they shut these channels down and they don't even tell them specifically why they were shut down. Just like with I have one video, which I don't understand why, and they won't answer me, that is demonetized. And I disputed it. And they came back and said, no, we're not monetizing this video. And when I emailed them and asked them why, what is the purpose that video is demonetized for life, they will not tell me the answer. And I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
We're with you, dude.
I've had like 7 or 8 videos that were just randomly demonetized for no reason whatsoever. And there's not an appeal process. I can't do anything to change the video to get them to let me monetize. So I had to download the video and then re-upload it again as a new video, which I hate doing, but Joe, some of them were some of my most popular videos, like the when I cleared the witch bonus in Ruby Slippers.
Why can't you appeal it?
There is because it's not a yellow circle. It's just blacked out. It's blanked out.
It's like a glitch.
It's like a glitch. I can show it to you. It's a glitch.
Why don't you delete the video and repost it?
That's what I'm doing, but I haven't done it yet.
Because she's lazy.
Right.
Joe, what I want to say,
views, it has like 80,000 views. Go ahead.
Getting back to fast playing, I also feel that it is bad form to. I do feel as slot channels that we have a certain responsibility to, not teach people bad habits. I definitely think fast play is a bad habit. I do understand why you do it. I don't approve of it, but it is what it is, and I understand why you do it, and because YouTube does reward it at the end. So it's like, it's a hard thing not to do. So I get it. I'm not holding that against you, but I just. Go ahead.
The other thing I was going to say was, Joe, I find it amazing that YouTube would just, I'm just going to say this, and we know that neither BC or the Big Jackpot had a strike because otherwise they wouldn't be able to go live. You have a strike, you can't go live. Right. So we know that they don't have a strike. So that means their channels were wiped out with no warning whatsoever.
They went from good standing to wiped off the map.
To girl by. Yeah, exactly. So I find it amazing that YouTube, because YouTube, makes a pretty penny off of us. We pull in ad money, and YouTube gets 45% of that off the top, and then the rest of it goes to us.
And honestly, too, in their defense, they both pull in high amounts for super chats. Forget the
yeah. Oh, totally, 100%. So I'm just like, that is.
I think it's typical corporate America. That's the largest company in the world, isn't it? Alphabet or whatever.
I'm not sure. I just know that we have discussed this. Joe, they do not care about individual creators anymore.
No,
they just do not.
But that's why it's like, we're all sitting here, putting in maybe not Brent doesn't put in the hours, but other people. and then to just lose it like that, it is sad.
It's depressingly sad.
Sad, but if they did it, YouTube is backing it up by a policy or whatever that was broken, and we're just.
I still think they should get some warning, ST. If you
totally. Oh no. I'm not saying they shouldn't get some warning,
Right.
but I'm not saying that it's also not justified either. Is what I'm saying.
Here's the thing: if they were both in good standing, which we know they were because they were
Right.
on live stream,
Right.
what the hell is YouTube saying that they did so bad that they had to go 3 steps to get a complete shutdown? That's what boggles my mind, because then you have this guy. You have this guy.
We don't know the answers yet.
No, and maybe we never will know the answers.
True.
Because YouTube doesn't, give clear answers and say this is A, B, and C what you did wrong. But
isn't that crazy how like we're all like subcontractors in a way, but like I feel so fucking micromanaged by YouTube, and it's like I'm my own employee.
And that's why I use the analogy like fired from a job, because they were essentially fired from YouTube without reason.
Yeah,
they were fired with reason. They were fired without warning.
Well, no, without a reason either, because how can you say, "Oh,
all right, fair enough." The vague answer that they got was all
right.
I'm with you on that. Okay, fair enough. Yep.
So it's not, they didn't say like, "Oh, BC, you were sucking some guy's dick on a live stream." They're not giving a specific answer.
Totally true story. I hear, allegedly.
Mm-hmm. I threw that one to you. You caught that one.
Zing.
But yeah, I just, I don't think that that's cool, and it definitely makes people.
We're with you. We are with you.
Uneasy, because now you're like, if it happened to them, it can happen to me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I guess.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Like Brent said, like Brent posted today, there's acting to fall back on. You could always put the $2 million house on the market.
You're a shady bitch.
You're a shady bitch.
So
what I guess I would probably say is that it kind of makes me feel a little bit better about not like. It's always bothered me, the little things that people like have gone extra steps for with the online gaming apps and things like that I've always turned down when they send me offers. You're comped. The scam that's going on with that, like I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, and
right.
I feel a little more vindicated that that's being maybe a little reward enough for not fucking just jumping onto every little scheme I can get myself into.
It's very true about your comp. Joe, about like 3 years ago, SD, like I was going to possibly do something with your comp. It sounded like, and the person selling it to me made it sound like a good deal.
Who was that person? You just say it.
I think they were in Memorial, so yeah. It was the best slot hits. And he really believes in the company, so let me just put that out there. But he was trying to get me to go on a trip via your comped people, and McGlavin also went. Slot Titan, a few other people went on it. I said I was thinking about it. It sounded fun, and then SD was like, Brent, that's a bad idea, and here are the reasons why. Because they ask for what you're typically gambling on a trip, and if you don't meet that threshold, then you're liable for the entire room and all the comps that they've given you. Which Joe, I mean, I might say that I'm going to gamble, $10,000 coin in for my trip, but if the machine takes my $1,000 on day one that I budgeted and it goes whoop right, and I don't get any play out of it, then I can't meet that coin in but I lost. But I still lost
what kind of peasantry play you're talking about over there.
Right. Exactly. Let me put $5,000 in a moolah. That's what he told me, and I didn't realize that at the time. So I told Bill McGlavin, I'm like, this is the deal with your comp. I'd be iffy about it if I was you. And then he went, and I didn't, and that was the worst trip that McGlavin has ever had. Was that whole your comped fiasco, because not only did they fuck him, but then like the free play that they're supposed to get, he didn't get.
Oh, was this at the Golden Nugget?
Yes. You've heard of that, huh?
I heard about
it's a lot to.
I heard about Golden Nugget. I heard all about it. All those people got fucked.
Yeah.
It's a lot to ask people to commit to a coin in before their trip. That is a tall order.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if they ask it as coin in though, and bank. I think they ask as bankroll.
Coin in. They can't ask for bankroll. How are they going to prove that? They have to ask. They ask for coin in. The coin in. That is what it's.
How does a stupid slot player know what their coin in is?
The card.
I don't know what my coin in is on a trip. If you ask me.
I think they usually ask you to look at your previous casinos and say, hey, can we contact where have you played previously at the Win?
I don't think that they do that at all. No, I don't think they do that at all. I think that they say this is what this is what the package is worth. This is what we need to commit to playing. If you don't play it, this is the price of the package. And at the end of the trip, that is, I wouldn't be able to relax. I couldn't handle that.
Right.
Plus, I also don't like the fact that the person that booked the trip for you or whatever may be getting a incentive on the end for you to lose.
Well,
for you to
not maybe. They definitely are. All these people. All these people.
I have no receipts for that, but
well, I have a friend that works for your comp, so I have the receipts, and that person would come on and speak to it. If someone is working for your comp and they're sending, okay, let's go on this trip or whatever, they're making money off of your loss. That's fact.
Yes.
They're casino hosts. Just like a land-based.
Oh, yeah, no, exactly. I agree. And I also don't think that they shouldn't be rewarded for their connections or whatever. But I don't like that they are incentivized for me to lose. Like if they're incentivized for me, there's got to be other ways to do that. But don't encourage them.
I remember. And I'm not talking shit about him. I'm really not. But I remember like one of Jason's last hurrahs was pushing that Golden Nugget trip on his YouTube channel to try to get people to go.
Right.
And he talks shit about him. Fuck him.
Whatever. I'm not trying to bash someone.
Like I'll say it. I am so still
married.
But what?
Don't speak ill of the dead.
That's true. But anyway,
hey, that was a well played backhanded shit. I'll leave it at that. But
yeah, so he was pushing that on his channel because if people went and people lost, he was making some coins.
Right. I know.
But I mean, I feel like they basically should be maybe incentivized by coin in. So like even if you win, like I feel like my host, even if I win on that trip, they're happy for me. Maybe I'm completely fucking wrong on how the host system works as well. Like if I leave a winner, they're a loser. I don't think that relationship would work out very well, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think that as far as I know, with the hosts at our casino, it's whether you win or lose or not. I mean, if you win, they really want you to come back because they know you got the money.
Well, so you're saying they're incentivized by a future trip, but they make nothing for you that trip. See, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's more based on theoretical though.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's not based on like specific, like, oh, this person lost 5,000 on this trip and then won 5,000 on the next.
Right. So then that means coin in though. That means coin in though. They could still leave a winner and your host can still win if you just gamble the shit out of machines and you ended up leaving lucky. I'm fine with that. But like, for some reason, I feel like that with that your comp thing. Like,
I mean, I feel like it's not exactly coin in if they know like you lost $1,800 on this trip. I mean, that's just net loss. It's not coin in. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, like if you have $3,000 with you and you end up you have $1,200 left at the end of the trip. Obviously, you're an $1,800 loser. If you only gambled at that casino, they are going to know that, but your coin in will look like, $30,000. So you're down $1,800, but your coin in was $30,000. I'm just picking a raw number.
Coin in and theoretical really pisses me off with hosts.
Right.
Because
right.
When you like, if you ever ask them for something, they don't care. Like if you lost $2,000 on your trip, that drives me insane. That drives me insane. Like
that's why
Brent has learned that lesson very well.
Yes, Joe, I have a story for you. Like for real.
Oh, yes, Brent's got a story.
My worst trip ever. I went to the Win on they offered me a package. They said 3 days, $300 in free play, and you can stay in an encore suite. Fine. Me and my partner, we took it, and then he left, and of course everything was in my name because I was the gambler. And I had miserable trip. I lost like $3,500. I got not a lot of play. I mean, I honestly, I think maybe I had 3 usable videos for the entire trip. It was just terrible. And that night, I ordered French toast as like, at 1 a.m. in the morning because I was really depressed and I just wanted to eat something nice. The next day we were going to fly out, and I go to check out and they're wanting me to pay for the French toast. And I'm like, you know, I'm saying the host will take care of this because you always had in the past. And
Were you charging it to the room or no?
yeah, I charge it to the room. Obviously, I charge it. Yeah. And you know, I said well, you know, obviously this should be taken care of. The host calls me back as I'm waiting for my plane that has been delayed, and she says that I did not gamble enough to warrant them removing the $101 charge on my room. It wasn't just that; it was like a few other things too. Like I got a Coke out of the fridge and whatnot. I had a $101 charge on my room, and to keep in mind, I'm a $3,500 loser. Okay, one of my worst trips of my life. But because the machines just sucked up my money and I didn't have any play, I couldn't accumulate any theoretical or any coin in. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I was so hot. I'm like, you're gonna lose me over this bullshit $100 thing. I really was. I was so mad.
Can you imagine her flailing wrists in the airport? Just hysterical.
So mad.
I've never. I don't know if I've ever said this story. I don't think so because it was, you know, this wasn't one of my finer moments. But I had a trip where I won a lot of money. I'm talking like over $50,000. I was up, and
was it on that Wheel of Fortune machine?
No, that was a top. First of all, that was a top dollar. Get your shit straight.
I know I said the wrong thing. I thought you. All right, keep going.
Anyway,
bitch.
I had
Brent got the joke.
I got the joke.
He did. I had $800 in room charges, and like I have the relationship with most of my hosts, like we just text each other. So I text her. I said, checking out. Please take care of my room bill. She texts me back and she said, you're up this trip. I can't take care of your bill.
Yep.
Oh.
I said to her,
no.
Meet me downstairs at this place. If you think like on these live streams when I read people for filth, you should have saw what I said to this lady. I went buck fucking wild on her, like you wouldn't believe. And she even had the balls to tell me, well, you have $1,800 in comp on your account. Why can't you just use your comp to cover your room bill? I said, that's for me to go shopping with. I earn that money. You pick up the food. You always pick up the food. She said, well, you won this trip. I said,
gamblers are so goddamn entitled. I can't deal with you.
What about the other 15 fucking trips when I lost fucking money? One time I'm going to leave with money and you can't pick up a room bill? It's bullshit.
The Italian in you is really coming out. That's kind of sexy.
I will tell you that I have not returned to the win since then. They lost me as
It's not right that they do that. And I think it's completely fucked up that they only want to know you when you lose.
Yep. I know.
Yep. Now, you guys see why I stand my ground on shit, huh? When I don't get to record videos, I stand my fucking ground. So maybe a little credit instead of French fucking toast.
I'm not knock on wood, but just mark my words that I will never ever do. I will never pay for food in a casino, and I will never pay for a room because I gamble enough that you should not have to do either of those. And when she told me to use my comp to cover my $800 in mozzarella sticks, that's not acceptable.
Yeah, Vegas makes a good point in that the comps are supposed to be based on theoretical win and loss. Like, or if there's theoretical win and loss, it doesn't matter. So, I mean, like, it really shouldn't matter what's actually happening to you. It's about what your play is.
I've spoken, like, because there are some hosts that, like, give you like inside information, and what I was told was every player, and maybe that's just at this casino, every player has like an internal comp bank, but if that host doesn't give you from that internal comp bank, they get more money. They're making more money on you. So in her case, like, let's say for that trip, let's just say maybe she was going to make $500 on me. But if she had to pick up an $800 room bill, maybe she'll only make $200 for that trip. The less they give you, the less that they give you as a host discretionary wise. And I'm talking about like picking up bills, giving free play. They make more.
It always pissed me off in Vegas that the MGM properties were not considered as a group. That if you stayed at Aria and gambled at Monte Carlo, which was something I typically did, my host was not getting incentivized for my play at Monte Carlo. Really pissed me off. Don't gamble there anymore. I mean, it was really not good.
because they make such a big deal about the fact that they're all connected. So you logically
Right.
think, well, obviously this is an M Life property, so I should, I'm gambling here, I'm gambling here. This all counts for me. It counts on your card for your, tier points and all that, but it doesn't count insofar as the hotel is concerned, which is complete and utter bullshit. We're just bitching about everything tonight, aren't we?
I'm just fucking angry at these motherfuckers.
Oh, we got her riled up.
The more we talk about it, the more angry I get.
It's just bullshit because you go to these.
You two are so entitled. I am so tired of it. I am so humble and.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure you have bitch fits all over the place.
Of course, I fucking have opinions up and down. You should ask Brent.
But then again, you fucking gamble at fucking places that fucking sell Alpo. So what? How could you be entitled?
I love the video I
You
watched.
hush your mouth, Brent. That joke started with you, bitch. So don't you even fucking back her up. God damn it. The Alpo was funny because of you.
The video today, I love the comment from somebody who said, "Are you in a gas station?"
I was.
It just tickles me. I'm like,
why it's so.
yes.
Why is it so absurd that the gas, like in Vegas, there's gas stations, the grocery stores and shit. Like it's just not odd. I don't.
It's just amazing because like we can see you gambling, and yet like when your camera goes to the side a little bit, there's like the Alpo dog food that's like.
People just aren't used to seeing it on a live stream.
You guys are so fancy with your upscale establishments and everything and looking down on me and mine. But who's got the permission to record from upper management? Exactly. Shut the fuck up. I got this.
Who's fucking upper management up? Pooh, the guy that's pumping the gas?
Her name is you fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. It comes with nachos. Leave me alone. Hey, all I'm saying is I got shit covered. You two are the ones struggling to find a place to record. Not my problem.
I don't struggle to record.
Maybe you should embrace the Alpo and things would be just fine. But no, you think you're so fancy with your fucking
Joe, I'm going to come to Sdguy establishment, his residence.
Okay.
What? I'm not gonna say. This is it.
You're not invited.
Well, I'm
You
going
don't put up
to
with your
come.
bullshit over here. You want your French toast? You're gonna pay for it, you entitled fuck.
One of these times I'm coming.
Thing is, she's so fancy with her $100 French toast and her can of Coke. Oh,
Well, fucking French toast at the Win probably is a fucking $100.
oh, look, because Perry's Aunt's French toast is made out of what? Wheat? Fucking I got nothing. Cardboard.
A new video from Sdguy has been
I
posted.
didn't want to throw a fit. Brent, Easy Life was on the live stream when I made my snow angel, weren't you, Easy?
Yes,
A snow angel?
That was the best night ever when I had the casino to myself.
that was
God, that was fun.
That was good. And I also don't agree with you weren't shut down on that live stream when the security guard approached you that you were being too loud, right? He was just asking you to be quiet.
And asked you to leave.
What's the difference between being too loud and asking me to be quiet? It's the same thing.
No, I'm sorry. Was when the security guard approached you about being too loud, was he telling you to end the live stream or was he just telling you to be quiet?
Oh no, he was telling me to be quiet, which is yeah,
because he's allowed to live
again.
stream.
Everybody thinks that nobody saw the peripheral, and I did, and
No,
it was
what
about
happened, what I'm trying to explain to you was I believe your chat that night thought that you were getting shut down because you ended it.
Oh, he just he told the guy that. Sdguy told the guy that this is not church, basically, and I don't feel like I'm being, overtly loud. I mean, the person who complained was prejudiced. He in Sdguy's eyes that he was complaining for other reasons other than the fact that Sdguy was loud. Number one, that he was winning and the other guy was losing. Number two, that the guy was a little homophobic. Whatever. So then the security guard, as you heard in the video, was like, "Well, would you like me to get a manager?" And Sdguy's like, "No, but I'm gonna be like, this is how I am." He's like, "Well, I need you to be softer," and he's like, "Well, that's not gonna happen."
He said something to the effect like he's like, "Well, you're annoying now." It's like I don't give a shit. Like that's their problem. So if I'm sorry that I know a lot of people don't agree with that, and that's absolutely fine. But you can go somewhere else. I don't
stopped, but that's just my opinion.
I wasn't going to. I'm fine with setting like that's how changes get made though. Like I wasn't going to back down, and he was saying that I needed to back down in order to continue playing. So, okay, well, we're good here. I was up.
Well,
I left with their money. I made a statement, and that's how changes get made.
Okay, you could have talked to the manager.
Don't even start with me, Brent. You
Okay.
cover your own base before you come over here and try to tell me how to fucking back. You fucking back down so easy. Don't even start.
Well, this guy offered. He offered you to talk to one. That's why I couldn't believe you didn't take it.
Do not come over to my kitchen and tell me how to cook when yours isn't even fucking no. Go to Brent's live stream of the Lucky Tree. You tell me that he should tell me how to fucking talk to security. Yeah, she put her tail between her legs.
If my security guard had said, would you like for me to get a manager? I would have said, hell yes. But you're like, no, I'm leaving. I'm going to the gas station.
Yeah, I mean, I would have.
Oh, you're a fucking bitch. I'm sending you Alpo in the mail for Christmas.
I would have done it. I would have done it differently, but he was just.
Yeah, and that's why I have permission still to record there, and you two are still working on your first. So don't come over here and tell me to do it. I got this.
That's because we live in the Northeast, or yeah, Brent's kind of like Northeast-ish, and
BC's got permission over there. That's all I'm saying.
What proof? Does he Does anybody have receipts on this?
We do not.
Nobody has receipts. You simmer down, Pumpkin. You're
That's all I'm saying. I just need to see receipts on who has approval in the Northeast, with the exception of Meadows, because that's the only place in the Northeast that I know of that will allow people to record.
Yes, that's for everybody. I know.
You're correct. How far is that harbor away from you?
Harbor.
National Harbor, yeah.
They don't allow recording. That's Albert's local.
But that's MGM Properties. Like I'm telling you that right?
Well, the Borgata, where I'm on final notice, is an MGM property too.
Joe, I'm curious about something. When you record, do you record like? I mean, okay, when SC guys. Oh, so you have it up to your chest like I do, right?
Maybe and you still hold it on the front just like Sdguy does. It apparently works.
So I'm supposed to do this?
Yeah, I guess
that's what he does.
It probably looks a lot less suspicious than this up in your fucking chest.
Well, first of all, I don't use this case like I would use. I was very smart. Like whatever color shirt I wore is the color case that I would put on my phone.
Thank you.
Maybe it's that you go too so far, you just look so much more suspicious, like dipshit Brent with a fucking microphone cord going up his goddamn arm. That doesn't look like the Taliban or nothing. No, fucking idiot.
That's too much. That's too much. But I'm just
in all honesty, like, because Brent, if you ask me, Brent looks like he's Unabomber. Like.
I look like I'm homeless and I'm looking for a fix.
Like I'm not doing anything wrong, and confidence goes a long way. In all honesty, it does.
So
I would agree with that.
So yeah, so that's how I hold it, and I get caught.
Joe, what I think you're missing actually is you need to invest in a shawl. I'm hearing that there's something.
That is the fucking key, bitch.
You can find them in Sdguy's Zazzle store, zazzle.com/Sdguy1234. On sale now. The shawl. It works.
Ruby slippers pins sold separately.
I wonder if they actually have shawls in that fucking thing. I don't know.
Are you selling shawls now?
If they're available, you goddamn right. I'm gonna slap my fucking fat ass.
You know I wear a shawl, right, Joe?
Yes, I do.
Oh, maybe Joe is not aware of the shade of the shawl, but you've got to be, right?
No, everyone knows about the shawl. It's ridiculous. Speaking of Zazzle, according to Penny, you need to move to a different apparel company because she said that.
According to Penny, she ordered my stuff off a Spreadshirt, and I don't even sell over there. So fuck her.
Gets confused. She's an alcoholic. Did you see how much she was drinking?
I did. No, I'm on board with that. Yeah, no, you're correct.
She gets
Penny, how you winning? Oh, are you up? Oh, that's too bad, Pumpkin. I'm sorry.
She gets confused. She knows that she bought your shirt. She just doesn't know where she got it from.
But she knows that it still fell apart.
Yeah, but look at the size of her tits. I feel like any shirt's gonna fall.
I was just gonna say basketball titties will do that. I don't know what to tell you.
Those aren't even.
Tessa has the same problem.
Who?
What's her name? Tessa? Sure.
Tessa?
Tressa. He's talking about Tressa.
That one.
Slut chick.
Yeah, slot chick.
I don't know. Did she
That
buy
one.
one of your shirts too that fell apart?
By the way, and I should just ask her this:
It's
why,
the rumor. But
Joe? Why in the hell did she? Why is she not the face of that channel? I mean, I love Collins, but she's got the personality and the.
Yeah, I don't.
You know.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Way to walk that one safely, Brent. I love Colin, but she's got the personality.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, like, it'd be like
I'm not saying it's not, bitch. I'm just saying
people were looking at me and you. They'd be like, "Well, Brent's the fun one."
All right, I want her killed. Joe, do you have connections? You can probably get me a discount
on murder.
Yeah, Hitman isn't that your?
We don't do that here. We're a
this-
wholesome family channel.
All right, sure.
You can go to other places for that,
I will.
like the Mexican cartel in Arizona, perhaps. Just saying.
Just saying. Just saying.
Is that some shade? I don't.
Oh wait. Joe, I have to tell you this because I feel like you'll appreciate it. It sounds so shady of me. God, SD is gonna sound so shady. Okay, but I'll tell you. So, we were me and the Sage sisters and Shoeshine and Manny, blind traveler. As you said.
You already told the story, though. I feel like
Well, tell me what I told you because I don't know if I told you.
And tell me.
See if you can tell it longer. There's a longer version of it
on the live stream that like he was so mad or something that he wasn't part of it.
Oh, okay, I did tell you that. Sorry.
No, you didn't tell me. You told went on a live stream or
okay. Girl, dementia, it all blends together. I'm sorry.
like everyone knows that he was very upset that he didn't put the
He
40.
was, but I didn't find out until after the fact that it was because one of the sisters had texted him a picture of the jackpot. And he thought he assumed, as he probably should have, that he was involved in that because when he last left us, he was in the money with us. Like, I mean, we each got a 20 and then we were going around with that money.
So then why wasn't he part of it? Because you lost that money and then
that was Joe. That was like 2020s ago. I mean, like we were well into other money by then, and I didn't know that
shady as fuck.
I know, right? I didn't know that they had texted him a picture of that,
okay.
And he comes over all happy, and then it's like, oh no, this is not yours.
Well, of course he was happy. He was probably broke at that point, and he was like ready to put his hand out and ask, "Okay, where's my cut?"
Well, the funny part is that he's like, "Well, y'all got money now. Give me some money." And then we each put in 20 for the other 12 times machine.
You ain't gonna get it back, Brent.
We did, but
I knew this was gonna go somewhere about somebody owes Easy Life money. That's bound where we're headed.
No, actually, it's good that Brent is here because Brent will actually help out with something.
Okay, what can I help out
with? This is not shady whatsoever. This is real good.
That means it's super fucking shady, but
no,
Brent won't know the difference.
Hopefully Brent remembers so I don't seem like a liar. But Brent, do you remember when him and I were at Parks together and he played that Wizard of Oz machine for you?
Yeah.
Brent, just walk away.
No.
Just everybody play nice.
He did it on a live stream, $100 in live play on that Wizard of Oz machine at Parks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, we lost. Yeah.
And you said to him, "I have to send you that $100," and he told you not to worry about that $100.
Well, it was 50 because we did 50-50.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Okay, just FYI. Yeah.
And then on a live stream, he told you, "Don't worry about sending me the money." And you said, "Okay, no problem."
Right. I think I ended up like buying him something. I can't remember what I did, but
I
think I bought him lunch.
Well, that wasn't his money because he was broke at Parks, and I gave him the 100 to put in Wizard of Oz that he told me he was going to give back to me.
Oh, so do I owe you $50?
Can I get his debt forgiven if I pay for it?
No,
shut the fuck up.
It's more than that. No. That's just part of it. That's just part of it.
You enjoy harping on this. I get it. He's in a debtor's prison. He'll never get out. You're so mature. Oh my God.
Exactly. So I don't want, and Brent doesn't owe me the money anyway. It's not Brent's debt.
I didn't say anything about Brent. He's too fucking cheap. I know what he's spending money on.
I'm just
I was offering to try to make peace, but I get it. You're holding on to something. It makes you feel good. You do you.
Yes. It's very exciting.
I saw it for that from the beginning. I just wanted you to say it out loud, so now we can maybe.
And I was bitter because Joe, I just love that fucking game.
Brent's bitter. Brent's the one to have something to complain about. Go ahead, Brent.
And we didn't get shit. We didn't get one bonus. We didn't get one Glinda. I mean,
no, I remember it was like a 5-minute live stream. It ate up so fast.
Yes. In fact, I don't even think he didn't even keep the video. Like, I would at least kept the video because it's hilarious listening to me on the phone. Anyway, whatever. Because I'm bitching the whole time.
I'm sure that's riveting it to everybody other than yourself, you dumbass.
Right. He did have the video on his channel, but he had to delete it because I was in it with him.
Oh, you shady
Sorry,
bitch.
that was shady as fuck. I don't give you some props on that one, you jerk.
It is what it is. I just don't fuck a friend over. That's all.
No comment.
I have learned that. Yes.
That's all I will say. We can move on.
Most of us have. You're the one that hasn't.
I was gonna say fuck you. I'm still talking, but then I saw it's. Oh, hi Raja. How you doing?
Oh fuck! This is fun.
What's up, Scott? Yes, I'm still talking.
It's fun because you can come over here and sling shit and not do it on your own channel.
And on your channel, isn't
that not fucking shady as hell of her? Yeah, come over to my channel. Shit all over everything.
What do I say here that I would not say on your channel?
Well, why can't? Wait a minute, Brent. Why can't you swear on your own channel?
I've decided
that's the comparison, you bitch.
I have decided that YouTube does not care for it, and I just decided to make a change. I got a lot of comments about it too. So look, here's the thing. You kind of have to pick Joe. You kind of have to pick a lane on YouTube, okay? About who you're appealing to and what kind of a YouTuber you are. The fact that I'm with my folks a lot of the time, I think people generally like that. Well, look, whatever you want to call it, but that's I feel like that people generally like that. And thus, I think a lot of people who like my videos don't particularly care for me talking like a sailor, like Sdguy. So, I mean,
okay, well, let me ask you a question. But let me ask you a question. Be honest. Yeah. If you're a natural cursor and you naturally curse, then don't you feel like by you suppressing it that you're essentially not being yourself?
Because you delivered the word heck so easily the other day in your live stream, Brent. Oh my god, it was the cringiest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Let's be clear. I've always wanted to reduce my cursing anyway. I just felt like this is a good place to start. So I'm like, well, and it was the same reason why I changed my channel name from Brent's Lucky and Gay Slot Channel to just Brent's Lucky Slot Channel because, well, first of all, no one got the joke. It was just a joke. And number two, YouTube kept flagging it because it thinks that gay is a bad word, and it's not. But it doesn't understand the context. So, I just eliminated that as well. So
ashamed. It's okay. We can.
Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, sure.
I have told Brent that I think that he is leaving part of his personality on the table.
He thinks it's a mistake that I should be swearing more, and I'm like,
I don't know that it's a mistake, but
I think you just be yourself, and not that I'm saying that I'm speaking for you, but I think that I know you in the sense that you respect people that are real and you don't like channels that are fake. So don't become one of them.
I just will say this, that I have taken to sometimes swearing and just bleeping out the words, which I think is sort of funny. So I'm kind of like still kind of playing with it. Honestly, I don't really know how I want to handle it because you're right. I do generally swear, but I will say this in the Monopoly video that I posted on Friday or Saturday. I left in a few swears at the end because they were really, well, first of all, it was really hard to hide them, and number two, they were really indicative of what was happening. And I feel like a well-placed cuss word can add flavor to the video. But if I'm just randomly swearing a lot, I feel like that doesn't add anything. So,
are you saying that I have no craft in my swearing?
Fuck you, don't finish that. Well, you definitely listen, and I know this too because I see the comments from people, but you will appeal to a larger audience if you don't curse in your videos. You're definitely limiting yourself to a smaller group.
That's fine.
Right, and
I know what I'm doing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but like the big Jackpot never swears, right?
No.
Right. Okay. And
think so.
BC doesn't swear, and VLR doesn't swear.
And
So
look
I'm
where
looking
both
at
of their channels are. Enough said. All right.
I'm looking at the top 3 channels. I'm looking at the top 3 channels. This is a couple months ago when I made this decision.
I'm not justifying my approach. All I know is I'm kicking your ass, and that's all I need to say. So
Yeah,
come at me when you have more subscribers. Until then, you ain't got jack shit.
Well, you decided to make YouTube your job. I did not make YouTube my job. It is a hobby for me.
I'm not fucking the corpse down the street for a fucking house and a fucking mortgage payment, you fucking asshole. Kiss my ass, you bitch. Fuck you.
80 bitch.
I don't know.
I mean, seriously, like, go fuck yourself.
I think that's.
I'm just saying.
I think that's dangerous.
I'm just saying that I'm.
Especially at this point, I think it's dangerous to say that YouTube is my job, especially to see what happened in the past.
Yeah, I know, right? That's, believe me. Yeah.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I think that's a wise approach and everything. But
you would think there would be another service comparable, like a Coke and a Pepsi to YouTube, but there's not.
There hopefully will be, but you're right, and they have a monopolistic hold in the competition. It's
very frustrating.
Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, I mean, if you're a gamer, like a gamer like Xbox or PlayStation, you have options.
We gotcha.
You can go to Twitch or you can go to YouTube, but not for slot videos.
Why is Twitch not popular for slot videos?
I
never used it. I don't know.
Twitch is because I follow like a few gaming channels on Twitch, and it's just a completely different animal. There's definitely some things that are cool there that YouTube doesn't have, but for the most part, you can't compare the two.
Could a person live stream from a casino, or I guess no reason why not, right?
You can live stream on Twitch.
Is it just because it hasn't built up a slot machine type of following, like in the early days of YouTube, the early slot channels and stuff?
To try to like word it, like if you need a light bulb, you go to Home Depot, let's say. Twitch is if you want to watch someone play video games, you go to Twitch. There's nothing else going on Twitch except video games. There is, but
so you're basically saying that nobody has built a following over there for something different, but it totally can be used for that. So, I mean, I guess I think it can be done. I feel like Paylines,
yeah, but
has built up somewhat of a following.
Right. In fairness to Joe, though, most of I'm looking at my demographics, and my demographics definitely skew toward the older end of things.
Right, but I think everyone's does, doesn't it?
Right. I'm just saying that Twitch is not a very older person platform, or friendly platform for older people. Like my mom wouldn't know the first thing about Twitch, but she does know what YouTube is.
Right. It's not. Listen, maybe
Brent, thanks for
maybe 5 years from now, but not right now.
I bet it'll come a lot quicker than that. I don't know about you, but I feel like changes come so goddamn fast. I can't keep up with them anymore. What?
The chat sometimes they crack me up.
I know, right? I love it when Joe just like randomly laughs. So your laugh is so cute. You're like, it's a 3-ha laugh where it's like.
He's I think he wants to fuck you.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you. I thought the laugh is cute. Edna said, I like that Brent don't curse. Love when his sweet mom and dad gamble with him. See?
Fuck you, Edna.
These are my people.
Edna, how old are you?
See, Sdguy, your people are the people talking about fucking plungers.
Brent, do not come over here and tell me you know things until you can prove it. I've got this clearly. You got nothing to stand on, bitch. Now, Edna is not the fucking law. Sit down. Edna, I got this.
Yeah, his live the Jackpot Hunter is right. Your live streams are blurry. You actually like that. It was so funny because it was the day of the award show. You had the blurriest fucking live stream.
Oh my god, that wasn't that terrible.
She's
oh my
talking
god,
to Brent,
so
right?
terrible.
That's Brent's shade right there, right?
I was so mad at that. So mad because I had good live streams there. But I mean, the live streams are dependent on either the data or the Wi-Fi. I can't do anything, beyond
Everybody
that.
else's fault but Brent's. Everybody else's fault but Brent's.
It was so fucking sad too because like everyone knew there was a big win going on and like a nice
Yes.
and you couldn't see shit.
I know.
It was pixelated to shit.
Oh. Easy, were you there when Brent and I were having our competition? I told everybody from my room to go over to his room and tell him that they couldn't see the screen and they couldn't hear it and everything just to freak him out.
I told you. I don't know if you saw because I typed it in your.
He was there that day.
He was. He was like done.
That was good, right? That was good. I was laughing so fucking hard.
He was like pretty much ready to like end his live stream and just go home. Like he was done for the day. He was so frustrated because he couldn't get on the machine. His fucking live stream's blurry. People can't hear him, but that's his own fault because he needs a new phone and he doesn't believe that he needs a new phone.
I did.
Nailed it.
I told you this. Like, it sounds like your phone sounds like you're in a wind tunnel. There's something wrong with the microphone.
All right, easy. I think he's got this. Let's keep her. We almost got her to get a new phone. Let's not make her cry.
I'm getting a new phone. It's just a matter of how much I'm going to have to pay for it, or if Big Daddy's going to pick up the whole thing.
Just fucking put it on payments like everyone else does that gets a phone nowadays.
We like to pay cash.
Okay.
Oh,
This one's credit score. No, that was a joke because Brent's very proud of his credit score, but that was funny.
Bro, I used to have a bad credit score, and I worked my ass off to make sure it was good.
It's funny,
just saying.
You get very
proud of my sterling score now, because it used to be not so zesty.
Something like that, but whatever. It's a funny joke, just whatever. But I know that he doesn't like that. Along with he used to not like the chili dog joke, but we got her over that one.
I got over that.
So anyway, I still that was a fun live stream. I still just I like that you're trying to be innovative. I just think that both of you going live at the same time didn't do what you wanted it to do.
I don't know if that's
totally did what I wanted it to do. I don't know about you, but bitch, I don't care about anything else other than fat ass in a red dress doing the dinette table. That's the goal. That's what I got.
Well, let me also tell you, Joe, that there was something that was in play that I was not aware of, because Sdguy just said, do you want to do this me against you? And I said, sure. And we went to it, and apparently he had this whole point system, which I was not aware of. And one of the points was,
all right, just sit down. You're just digging yourself a deeper grave.
One of the points was for every super chat he gets a point, and I get a point. But of course everybody was rooting for him to win.
No. Whoever gets the most super chats gets a point on the scale.
Very, very innovative way of e-bagging. I really appreciated it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thanks, Brent, for pointing it out. You dumb fucking bastard. God, you're so stupid.
Well, you were the one who did it.
All right, I'm done with this live stream. Brent he just doesn't know how to shut up. I've got Grinder on line 1. I got needs. I got things. This has been fun. How long have we been chatting? Like 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
It's a while. I said I was only going to come on for 15 minutes, and look what happened.
Yeah. And who? That was our doing.
Oh, please! You had it on the fucking live stream. What are you complaining about?
It was nice getting to know each other a little bit, and well played on the joke. It was always fun talking. The joke today, you have no idea how much I laughed, how much that was epic. It really was.
That is very true.
Thank you very much for that, and good job. Shut up. Good job on the awards as well. I do appreciate it. I thank the Academy, and we will talk again soon. Bye, Brent. Love you too.
Bye, Kitty. Hey, Joe, for real. Like, she was texting me, going like, Brent, like, oh my God, Joe just got shut down. And I'm like, what? He got shut down. And so I rush upstairs, and by the time I get upstairs, you're back on. And she's like, oh, it was epic. It was so amazing. Yeah.
But you know what? Like, I have to tell you, I'm figuring out this algorithm, and this is, you need that interaction in the chats.
Okay, cool. Well, I will try and work on it. But,
all right. Good night,
later,
everyone.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
It's been real. Bye.